hopefully good. Hopefully good, you know? Oh my god, happy Friday. Not soon enough. The Friday's necessary, chat. My god, was it necessary this week? I hope you're doing well, chat. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic, personally. Oh my god. Life's going good. I'm vibing out. I got to ride a scooter today. You know what? Any day you can ride a scooter. Best day you can have, you know? That's my opinion, you know? Oh my god. But hello, Medicine, how goes it? Yo, howdy chat, howdy bot watchers, howdy nap, how do, Tiger, how do? Oh my god, Piggly Wiggly, dude, what's going on, man? Am I the first? I just missed it. Oh man, oh man. Yo, Oliver, dude, what's up, man? Oh my god, MJ. Yo, hey, it's Q. It's Q, of course. Only Q. That's the only name I'm allowing anymore. It's only Q from here on out. I need someone to be over so I can have a few days in fall before college. That's rough, buddy. I don't think that one's gonna happen for you. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Chief. Oh man, that my beloved. How's the wife? How's the kids? Oh, fantastic. You know, she started the bakery, which is it's going pretty good. She's mostly selling like biscotti and, you know, some like stuff like that, which I mean is delicious. Trouble is, you know, I've been sent out to go make sure that people know about the business, but well, you go out on the street and you tell people you want to sell them some biscotti and it doesn't normally end well. Yo, poggers, hey, Gumbar, dude, thank you so much for a tier 3 sub for 11 months. Good lord, man. Gombar, how you doing? Oh my god, thank you so much. I am never gonna be over that. You know what? Good lord, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god, I'm just desperately waiting for autumn to begin. Summer is far too hot. Oh, the pH of this soil. Nap, guess what? What? I swear to god, if you say chicken butt. Oh my god, Oliver, what? Yo, hello, amazing humans. Hello, Alexander. How do you do? Hey, Thunjan, what's going on, man? Guess what? I met up with Sharkbait. Yo! And the almighty Pagmati. Oh my god, IRL meetups? Oh, Oliver, I'm jealous. Here's the real question. Does that mean you know what Shark looks like now? Scandalous. My god. Oh no. Oh my god. But yo. Oh my god. That sounds sick, dude. Hopefully it was fun. Hopefully you didn't melt in the heat. I understand it's been pretty warm in the old United Kingdom as of late. I don't know too well, but you know, Edit is a name. It is indeed Minecraft. It is indeed. Oh man, just presented by Theo. Hey yo, dude, congrats. Oh my god, how'd that go for you, dude? No, like that's huge. That's amazing. Oh my god, congratulations. No, like genuine, that is so pog. Oh my god. I don't even know. Good grade, dude. Are you not hyped out of your mind? Man. When I just, for me, like when I presented mine, I was losing my mind. I lost my marbles. But good gravy. Oh my god. I got it. Let's go. The chat is popping off. Oh my god. Chat is out here. Oh my god, you guys. Congratulations, Alexander. Congratulations, Golba. Oh my god. I was not expecting to start stream and just learn how effortlessly poggers the chat is. Oh my god. New for ages. Oh my god. He's smaller than I thought he would be. Oh my god, he's like General Grievous. It's such a dumb joke. It's such a stupid joke. Yo, Tutu, what's up, dude? Oh my god. Oh my good gracious. Man. But Gomba, how'd it go? Like, did you get questions that you were expecting? Like, how was it? For me, like the question, like, I don't know if you do a question period for yours. Like for me, that was like a really, like, I don't know, nerve-wracking thing. Cause I was like, oh no, they know their fields. Which, you know, happens. Last bite of my dinner was so spicy. I'm trying to recover. Oh no. I am simply trying to stay alive right now. Stay alive. What's today's schedule for hardcore? Oh ho ho. Oh ho. I got tons going on here. 1 second. Sorry, the chat's going so fast. I mean, all went good now for like 9 months of research, then defense time. Let's go. Man, that was my favorite time. That was peak for me, was that like lead up to the defense. I enjoyed it a lot. It was my favorite part. Yo, got my textbook in the mail. Yeah, oh, that's Pog, I guess. I mean, probably expensive, but Pog, yes. I height checked him. No, not the height check. Oh man, I missed you too, Tutu. I hope you're doing well, dude. Hope life's been kind to you. Oh my god. You'll never use. Oh man, did I ever? I think I've told this story before, I think, but I'm gonna tell it again. In my first year, so like only like what? That was not last. No. Anyway, never mind. In my first year, I basically remember like it was at the end of the school year. I brought my book back. It was a $300 textbook on globalization and the issues of globalization, because I had a full year course that was on that. So like in fairness, it counted for like the book for the full year, like 2 semesters. So it was like somewhat like okay, I guess, but it was $300. I brought it back to the official like book buyback of my university that like right before the semester ended. You know what they offered me for it? They looked at it, they scanned it, they like brought up the QR code, and like I waited in line for like a good several hours, like hours, because it was like residence was emptying out, so like everybody was like in line. It was like so long, and I was like, yeah, well, you know, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, you know. So I waited and I waited and I waited, and then I got up there and they call me forward and they say next, and I'm like, what do you have? And I hand them some books, stuff like that. They start with the globalization book. They scan it, they go, oh, it seems like this course is switching to the new edition next year, even though they just switched to this new edition this year. And they're like, so best offer, here, let me plug it into the system. And they type it in. They type it in because their system basically spits out whatever they're allowed to offer for it. It's not like a haggling type thing. It's whatever they're allowed to offer for it. I said, most I can offer you for the book is... Let's see. Okay, yeah, so because it's not being offered again next year, the best that I can offer you for this book is $4. $4. The book was $300. My God. They're like, it's all new, it's unusable, can't use it again. $4. Oh, I'm never gonna recover from that one. That one was quintessential. I'm sorry, I missed a few messages. Oh my god. I completed my Oxford syllabus. Ooh, some of my proudest moment. Hey, yo, Pog Q, that's awesome. I got my Rona booster. Let's go. Get your boosters, chat. And the flu shot. Let's go. Get your flu shots, chat. At the same time, a couple days ago, so I feel a bit under the weather. Well, that's rough. Well, hopefully this will be a lovely little break for you. I'm gonna meet up Patty again tomorrow. Yo, won't be there though. Oh, got height checked. Will not show up again. He's like, I refuse. Patty, but like, is he 2 foot or are you a giant? That's the question. Like, are you tall? So thus was my proposal and not a defense. That's on the spring. Fair. Still, the proposal is like a fun part to me. I don't know. I enjoyed working out a proposal. Jay's a rental. I'd never buy a textbook, especially a science book for arts college. Yeah, fair. Oh man, hair appointment today, and I thought I was gonna be sick with how anxious I was. Oh, not a good hair cutter? Or like not like you don't take haircuts well, or like you don't trust your barber. Barber. Sorry. I spoke weirdly. Sometimes I say it and even I go, well, hold on, wait a minute. Bank account, let's be like, don't fail me now, please. And you know what? I kept that book and I've cited it since, so it's been useful still. But oh my god. That's the one thing I will say about arts is if you're doing like history or anything like that, listen, the story don't change too much. So long as you decide to you know, go with a version of it that well, it's pretty blasé. Those textbooks will still work for you for a long time afterwards, you know? So it's not like the end of the world. Well, Mr. Creeper, leave me alone. Mr. Creeper, bring me the moon. Bum, 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 bum. Can you chillax? Can you chillax? I am trying to snooze here. I hate it here. I hate it here so much, man. I hate it here so much. I don't have my water bucket out. I don't have my food out. This is Unacceptable. The vibe is thrown off by these skeletons, by these Skelebras. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I also got into college lanyard today. Started on the end. Yo, dude, that's sick, Alexander. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Hopefully it was your first choice, and if not, no matter what, genuinely, no matter what, getting into any college is a huge feat, and anybody who does it should be very proud of themselves. Never sell it short. But also, choosing not to go to college is just as pog. Don't feel bad if you don't go to college. There's literally no one way to life, and never let anybody tell you like, no, this is how you gotta wake up, you gotta go do all the grades of school, and then after the grades of school, you gotta go forward in life, and then you gotta go to college, get a college degree, do 4 years there, then after that, whoa, gotta do an unpaid internship, after that, go work in a cubicle for the rest of your life, turn 65, and then, I don't know, kick the bucket. No. All right, that's not everybody's thing. All right, so you're fine. You're fine if that's not your path. You know, don't feel bad. Just vibe with yourself, man. Apparently 6 foot, according to Pag, because I'm almost as tall. Oh, I like that you say this like you've never like take out a tape measure to like figure yourself out. You know, I like that you're like I've never needed to know. Teach me something you find interesting, please. Do you guys know that dragonflies can't walk despite having 6 legs? Can't walk. Nope. Only fly. Can't walk. But also are one of the most successful hunting bugs to exist. In the sense that they have like a very high like percent rate of a successful hunt. Yeah. So there you go. There's your quick fact of the day. You never know what else you're gonna learn, you know? My man turned into a new Mexico kid trying to speak to. What? Excuse me? I had to make an appointment. It's Monday. I need to go book. I love haircuts. Getting my hair dyed. It's just booking the appointment that's awful. My recommendation for that, which I always make that recommendation, which doesn't help everybody, but for me it always helped whenever I was like, because I don't like calling places either, is I just pretend it's improv. I'm like, they don't know what they're gonna say. I don't know what I'm gonna say. This is all improv. They're gonna feed me a line, and I'm gonna say back what I think the character calling should say. Because then I just remove myself from it. Is that healthy? I don't know. Works for me though. It was my first choice of college, and I've taken level 2 vocational. Let's go, dude! Congratulations, Alexander. That's awesome, man. Alexander. Congratulations. Sorry, I had to. I am contractually obligated. The one way to life is wake up. Yep. True. That's true. Like, yeah, no, true. Yeah, wake up every day. Thing to be a study nerd. Is it a bad thing to be a study? No. I mean, don't like overdo it in the sense that, you know, there's more to life than just studying, but no, there's nothing wrong. I've studied tons. I've gotten super into like studying at different times, and then I've also been like really lackadaisical about it at sometimes as well. You know, there's like no one way to do anything, but there's nothing wrong with being into study. Like, you can like studying. I know people who like studying because they like learning. Often that's because of like how they learn to learn, if that makes sense. You know? Fireflies hunt. What do they hunt? Did I say fireflies? I meant dragonflies. Did I say fireflies? I meant dragonflies. Have you captured the Austrian Empire yet, or are you Napoleon in the beginning? Oh. No, that is not odd. I'm Napoleon the 7th. Very different man. Yes. But no, I've not captured Austria yet. Maybe I will build Austria at some point. Currently, I'm building a capital city for myself, slowly but surely, which is building out this area in my world. But no, I've not fought the Prussians. I've not fought the Austro-Hungarian Empire. I've not fought any of that. I've not gone forward with well, yeah, he did bring back Poland for a little bit. Anyway. If you get them now, they'll run out before the season peaks. Get the September, October, better protection during the worst part of the season. Yeah, that is true, but I think it also varies on your location. But yeah, I mean, just get your flu shot. That's what's really important, you know? I went in person since it's easier for me to do. I did without studying. That's a plus. Let's go. Oh my God, see? Chat's killing it today. That's what I'm hearing. This week has gone well. This is the golden age of the Napoleon the 7th chat. Of Napoleon enjoyers around the world. My God, we're popping off. So it's true. It's not even a joke. Oh man, bridge. The bridge is going well. Speaking of, that is one of the things we're going to be working on today. So today, I haven't even gotten to it yet, but today, we're 20 minutes into the stream and I haven't even said what we're doing. Oh my god. So today we're going to work a bit more on the bridge. We're going to hopefully connect it. We're going to do a bit more land terraforming. We're going to work a bit on the river, and then we're going to work on David's house and hopefully finish David's house. That's the plan. That's the plan for today. So first things first though, I'm the realist. Such a dumb joke. It's still a bad joke. It's not a good joke. Let's see here. Okay, we go with that. Grand. I'm going to go collect some dirt. I'm gonna go down, check my chest, see what dirt I have available, because we're gonna do some terraforming first. This actually seems right. Well, first we should actually get food. We only got 3 more of these suckers. We need to get some food. Which in that case, might be a good idea to take some wheat with us. Can't believe that farmer doesn't take care of his field anymore. What a loser. Oh my god. Are we canonizing the Austria and the hardcore? Because you said Geneva wasn't canon. No, I'm not actually gonna canonize Austria. No. Can you imagine the amount of work to build a 1-for-1 replica of like the capital of Austria, of which I'm blanking on the name of right now? I want to say Prague, and that is absolutely not true. That is not the capital of Austria. What is the capital of Austria? Off the top of anybody's head, anybody know? I genuinely am blanking right now. All that's coming to mind is like the capital of Portugal, which is Lisbon, and that's not correct. My god. Nah, you should have flew over the UK to meet up. I should have booked the ticket. I mean, like, I'm leaving I'm blowing this pop stand. Oh man. Well, cause I see, man, everybody's all over the place right now. I see Sam's in Italy. He's in Rome. He's in the Rome. He's enjoying he's a pretty good caso. He's enjoying himself in the Roma. But paisano. Vienna. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, but yes, Vienna. Canonize the British. Oh my god. We're not canonizing. You know what? Only if I'm making a villager and naming him Boris. Just because, you know what? It's funny to me, namely because it's not my country, so it doesn't really affect me what that man does. But you know, gonna name him Boris. He's not even in charge anymore. Well, I guess he still is technically, but he's like on his way out anyway. But I'm gonna put him on like a rope, and I'm gonna hang him from like a zip line with 2 flags and 1 in each hand, you know? Tragic streamer's an idiot. Hey, I never said I wasn't. Beautiful new blue possible. All right, I'm gonna check the chests I have over here, see if I got any dirt. Beautiful new blue possible. This man, unbelievable. For someone who, like, don't get me wrong, it's a genius what he does, but like, I've analyzed the man before, and it's semi-genius what he does in terms of like presenting himself as an idiot when he's clearly not. Because the man speaks ancient Greek. He's like, he quotes the Iliad off the top of his head, like all these other things. Like he's a very intelligent man. That doesn't mean I agree with his policies, by the way. That just means like, yes, intellectually speaking, the man is actually quite intelligent. It's purely just like he presents himself as a buffoon to be more thoroughly enjoyed by the mass. Oh well. Oliver, are you a Tory? No, don't answer that. I'm not actually asking. Oh my god. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna bait him. I'm gonna bring Shark on here. I'm gonna get it, bait. Oh man, I'm gonna bring him on and be like, so, Shark, you're a Tory, right? I'm gonna. Oh my god. Oh, you're a Tory, right? Yeah. Big fan of old Maggie. Oh my god. Why do my mates in my class just pick on me if I know how to solve a freaking math algebra Pythagoras thing? Like if they don't want to learn, just let other people. Yeah, school's a bit of a shoot in that way, you know. In the sense of like once you get out of public schooling, once you get to like a college or university or whatever, like it gets a lot better in terms of like people, because you're with people who want to be there and like see the value in education and stuff like that. Like not always, like you'll still meet people who really don't care, but like it gets better and better the farther into the process you get. And yeah, and you know, for the people who like make fun of you for that stuff, like as best you can, ignore them. If they're being like real bullies, like report them, genuinely report them to people. But yeah, Mr. Johnson is not out yet. Yep, he has declared that he won't do anything. It's true. It's true. Dude's just out here like, you know what? I'll admit it. I'll admit it. You guys want me gone, so I'll be gone. But you know what? I'm not leaving till I have to. I ain't leaving till I got it. Oh my god. How do I keep getting jump scared in my own home? I have no idea. That should be the stream question. Wait, what should be the stream question? Are you a Tory? Oh my god. No, I can't. That can't be the stream. I think genuinely, I don't know if that can be the stream question. I wonder if that's like TOS. Use Mr. Johnson. My god. I gotta snooze, then I gotta go get them mean steaks going. The further into education you get, I have found that there are less not completely gone, but much less. Exactly. And with each year, like as the further you get into the process, the more it becomes like that. Because people get weeded out, especially like, you know, in situations where they're like, oh yeah, I'm doing like lots of things. You get interested, and to keep up and not flunk out, you gotta be on top of things, basically. So. And you find people who you specialize more. You're no longer, like for instance, I'm god awful at math. All math, doesn't matter. I think math is interesting, I think science is interesting, but I'm terrible at it. So that always turned me off of school. But as soon as I got out of like high school, I just specialized, and now I only take courses that are relevant to my degree. So it's all stuff that I can at least find an interest in. Even when it's boring, I can still find something that's interesting. And that breeds discussion because you're with people who are taking the same thing because they also like history, you know what I mean? Or whatever the degree is you're doing, you know? So yeah, it certainly becomes like a better, not perfect, but a lot better in terms of that, you know? Are you a Tory? Sunflower, fall leaves, haha. Oh man. The Majesty, the Seventh Lord Napoleon. Oh, you're sweet. You're sweet. Oh my god. First it was my best son in Dosha. Oh, well, I thought I was home alone. Oh my god, he knew. He set you up. I think I have enough, right? And I think there's also some wheat out here. No, there's not. But you know, I got some wheat. I got 25 wheat. That's pretty good. Yes, make more. This is so loud. It's way too dank. It's simply put, Your Honor. It's way too dank, Your Honor. Napoleon, do you still do Minecraft lore TikToks? I haven't been on my content account in a while. Not exactly. I don't do the. It's rare that I'll produce like a Minecraft lore part. Like I stopped the parts. It'll just genuinely be like, oh, I find this interesting. I mostly talk about. Currently, I'm on a streak of like, you know, little things that people might not know about Minecraft in the way of like, oh, did you know the way to best find the best way to find the Deep Dark is by finding the tallest mountain, because Deep Dark spawn underneath tall mountains. It is how that biome is meant to generate. So if you're looking for one, look for tall mountains. Not in the same way that that Sharkbait does that. Did you know? That's more his style. His is more about His more is about like little tips and tricks for like building or getting items or whatever. Mine are more closer to lore. It's like, oh, like the thought behind making this type of like the warden be like this was because they were gonna originally make it a Oh, what's the word for when the phobia of being afraid of holes? Like where you see like you're afraid of like honeycombs, holes, and stuff like that. Like it's not agoraphobic. That's like fear of like social settings. Trypophobia? Is that what it is? Is it trypophobia? I don't know. Somebody in chat will know it. But yeah, so like stuff like that. Trypophobia. Yeah, it is trypophobia. Yeah. Because yeah, it's that one's the one that like originally the Warden's design was going to be all about that. It was originally going to be baked into the idea of trypophobia and deal with and like the skulk was going to be designed around that and all these other things. It just skipped the tutorial on steroids. Oh yeah, man, Shark absolutely kills it. Does Patty? I don't know if I've seen much from Patty as of late. I don't know if he still does builds or not. I mean, last time I think I spoke to Patty was about his SMP, so it's been ages. Hope he's doing well. Let's go fill in a swamp. Does more TikTok lives now. Ah, well, good for him, man. My man is talking about lore while brutally murdering cows for his stomach. I mean, listen, I'm not saying everything I do is perfect, but I am, and it is, and hi, I'm Napoleon the Seventh. I'm a bit of a narcissist, you know. I'm like the fun type, you know. like the fun type, you know, the fun type of narcissism. Yeah, you know, I'm just like the second, never mind. No, I cannot make that joke. I could not. That's a bridge too far. See, okay, so here's the thing. I know I don't need to, I could just do this as like rows of one like this. I want it fully filled in because I do wish to so that way if I'm building something later here, I don't have to worry about like, oh, now there's water flooding everything. You know what I mean? I think do the job like all the way once and that's gonna be best, right? It takes a lot of dirt that way, but I think that's gonna be best, right? Gotta be. MJ, I don't know what you're talking about. There never even was a joke, you know. Nothing happened. You read into it. That wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. Come on. Oh man. Daz and Colby, they're the ghost hunters, right? Like they recently produced videos in Ireland, I think I heard. Again, my knowledge is very tangential because I most of what I know comes from one Mr. Phil's of Minecraft. Highly recommend the man. Oh, speak of the devil. Hello, Phil's a Crow came into chat once again. Yo, Morty, I hope you're doing well, man. Speak of Phil's. Yo, but yeah, so like that's where I hear most of this stuff, and I think he was saying one of his friends was off doing something with those. If they're the people I'm thinking of, are they like the ghost hunters? Yeah, it was Ireland. Okay, yeah, so they're the people I'm thinking of. They're like ghost hunting YouTubers, but not the BuzzFeed ones, right? Different ones, I think. Morty, how you been, man? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? You know, hopefully good. Hopefully good. Hopefully life's treated you well. You know. Yeah, there we go. I gotta obliterate it. Because I want ground level to be down here is the thing. I want the ground level to actually be down here, but I need to fill in all the water that's around it first. Because the plan is, for those that don't know, or weren't here, this is going to be a main street, and then on either side is going to be kind of like shops and stuff like that, because I wanted to add a sort of like sense of scale to the city. You know what I mean? So it's not just all on like the same flat plane of existence, and it's not just like a bit of height, but like intersecting, because it's a city. It would have built on top of itself, you know? Ghost hunting YouTubers, but not the BuzzFeed Unsolved guys. Okay. because they're the ones that like I have a friend who's quite obsessed with those guys, which I'd be good for them. They seem quite funny. They seem enjoyable. The trilogy with Wilbur and George Hoffman. That's who it was. I remember now. What are you up to? Morty, pal, friend, buddy, amigo. I'm building big bridge, making big moves. I'm building big bridge. Beyond that though, currently I am sort of draining this swamp a little bit. And then beyond that, I'm terraforming this to then make a new portion of what I'm gonna build out for the city. But yeah. Because of the Wilbur and George video. Ooh, well, it sounds like you must have a big backlog to get through then. See, that's always fun. It's fun when you find a YouTuber who's like had content for a lot of time and you find them through somebody else, like through a collaboration. Because in my mind, that always means like then I just have this wealth of content to go back to. And it's interesting to see how they developed. Because you can be like, oh wow, they're like very different now from this. Or the production value's certainly gotten better, or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Me like big bridge, yes. Yes, it's funny. The original design that I wanted to do with this is more like vine and moss covered, and I'm like, that's not gonna really fly for the city. So I do need to get some beeswax to fill that in. I do need to do up the bee sanctuary, but I'm still not sold on what design I want to do. I have like 4 in like a side world that I'm kind of still picking between. Because sometimes I'll design like a rough outline of what I want to build first. Not always. A lot of the time I actually end up winging it on stream. But I like to have an idea at least first, and there's so many ideas. Because I could do another I have one idea that's a giant tree stump. So it's like, you know, it's as if there used to be another giant tree, because that makes it less weird that there's a single giant tree. Maybe there used to be tons of those before the land got developed and stuff like that. And now there's like a stump of one that holds like this sanctuary of bees. I think that's cool, man. I think that's sick. But then on the other hand, I'm like, or I could have it be something within and have it kind of like be, you know, those like Victorian, like Edwardian period, like just as industrialization's really in its full boom, aviaries and stuff like that, like those big, with the big metal steel girders, but all glass other than that, like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of a style. I really like the idea of that as well. But I don't know how I do that in Minecraft. I can't figure out, 1, it's massive. 2, I just don't know how I'd really get it done. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have like a big aviary in the city, and I think it might work, but I don't know how I do it that's not to like a scale that's just unreasonable. You know? I knew them for years. I just never dabbled in their content. Ah. Big Bridge, the capital of Nap's hardcore world. World, please, Nap. I mean, yes, this is within the capital city. I guess a lot of you don't know. Yeah, like I'm currently what this is, even though it's very like raw still. It's largely like the capital city that's slowly but surely getting built up over time. It's like a whole thing. You know, I haven't come up with a name for the city yet. I have a flag. I know what I want. I know what I want. I've decided on the crest, I think, that I'm gonna make. But yeah, I haven't implemented that yet. No, not yet. I want to start streaming, but I'm anxious about going to my parents about it. Please, can you tell me something comforting? Sorry if I... No worries, dude. Well, in that situation, if it's something that you truly believe in, one of the big things that I know, that I presume can be like anxious for that is, I mean, there could be a large financial commitment to the hobby of streaming, particularly like, because it can potentially never yield anything back outside of just the fun, which to me is enough. But like in that case, when you have to deal with parents, like for me, I had a job. I just used my job to get my stuff, and that's still what I use. When I can afford it and stuff like that. But just know, you realistically do not need anything. Like the first thing to like computer into audio, and then audio is one of the major things, because you don't need the camera. Like you don't need to bother with all the camera stuff. I don't, clearly. But beyond that, it's important to know that like what you want to upgrade if you ever want to upgrade things, and beyond that, just be like concise with your parents. Be like, I really want to do this. I've thought about it for like, make sure it's not like a passing phase. It's something you've wanted to do for a while. And honestly, the way to do that, this might sound weird, but and you don't have to take this advice, but it might sound weird. If you genuinely want to stream, I would say, one, try it out, and try it out not being live at all. Try it out talking to no one, just playing a game and talking and making jokes to no one, and just do it like genuinely. Before I did my first stream, through like, I would just, cause I am a loser. I would genuinely just be like mining in a game or like playing a game, and I'd be talking to like nobody. I'd be riffing. I'd be going off of what's happening. Because I don't know. For me, not that it's ever gonna become anything like huge or anything like that, but like for me, this kind of a thing has been something I've wanted to do forever. Since I was like, I don't know, like 12. Haha, he's 13. Haha. Anyway, that's right. I headed you off in the past, chat. I beat you. I took the joke from you. But anyway, so like I genuinely like show that you care about it enough to like just be willing to do it all on your own time with none of the investment, then go to your parents about actually doing it, because it shows you actually care about it. Show that you like want to do it for commitment to schedule and like all these other things. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's like the best way. I didn't have to deal with like parents in that way, so I just kind of did it. But I don't know. I discovered Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez and burnt through their entire catalog in a month. I watched them on repeat for a while. Honestly, I feel that vibe. I have done that with creators where I'm like, we're going through it. Where you find like the creator that you're like, oh, I love everything you've made. I'm gonna go to sleep since I'm very tired. So good night, everyone. Have a nice day. Good night, Dungeon. Hope you sleep well, dude. I pick up a 911 dispatch message. He got as an EMT, and it's oh no. Oh no. Capital City built on a swamp. Who would do that? Bike you out 2:08 a.m. Whew. See you, Nap. Hope you live long and healthy life. Good night, Q. I hope you live a long and healthy life, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, dude. Bye. Enjoy yourself. Oh, I bet. But yeah, so it's like this whole it's this whole thing of building it over the swamp that I don't know. It's just like a nice area. There happens to be a swamp, and I'm keeping the back swamp, so it's not like there's no swamp afterwards. But like, part of Minecraft's terraforming, you know? Yeah. Yo, Pink, what's going on, dude? Hey, Totally Human. Good evening, Angel Senpai. And it's I am not short. How dare you? As my brother went through a very short phase. I just feel too embarrassed. Oh, well, you know what? And I mean this genuinely. I don't say this as like a discouraging thing. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I totally get it. And it doesn't mean everybody has to know. But like, if you want to make content and you are embarrassed at even the idea of like people you know who are like your friends or family, like finding it or like seeing it, in that situation, while that's like technically different and I can understand the original apprehension, it's something kind of got to get over, because people are gonna see it. You don't know, like it could be that nobody sees it, but like, you know, people are gonna see it. And if you feel that what you make is embarrassing, ask why. If it's because you think your friends are gonna make fun of you, those don't sound like very good friends. I'm not gonna lie. They don't have to be the most supportive people in the world. They don't have to be like, I'm gonna watch every stream. That doesn't have to be the case. But if they're gonna like clown you for it, and like genuinely make you feel bad about doing it, then that doesn't sound like a healthy friendship. Which I'm not trying to speak into your life or into your friendships or anything like that. I'm just being genuine. That Elio, my beloved. What do you got? Useless. But yeah, like in general, like you gotta really ask yourself, like, why are you embarrassed by it? Like, what is embarrassing in that way? Which again, that doesn't apply to everything. I can understand moments, but if it's always, then that's the question. So if it's something you really want to do, you at some point you really gotta like buckle down and figure out that that's like what you want to do, and say, hey, I want to try this. I don't know where it'll lead, but I really want to give it the good go. And I say I should add a qualifier. I say that assuming everything's, you know, hunky-dory. Because, you know, everybody's situation's different. Sometimes there's situations where, you know, it's not an embarrassing reason that you don't want to tell. It's like, it's not that you're embarrassed about what you make. It's more like, you know, everybody's home life's a little different. And that's as far as I'll go with that topic. But yeah, anyway, not that I'm insinuating anything. I'm just saying, like, obviously to anybody else, like, just, it can just vary. I understand. But, you know, so you don't have to tell everybody everything. But yeah, I just think if it's something you want to do, like, treat it the same way that like a kid would be like, Mom, Dad, I want to play football. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, you're asking your parents, like, hey, I want to go do this thing that I really am passionate about. It could present an injury. It could have a cost to it. It could have tons of things, but I'm really passionate. I really want to do it. Come forth with like a plan. Be like, here's what I want to do, what I want to accomplish, why I think it's a good thing that I do it, and then go from there. Also, Mr. Pink has pulled the wool over my eyes. I've been bamboozled. Oh, we have a puppy. Oh, congratulations. Then an hour already Puck. Oh, that's a cute name. That's a cute name. I'll give you that. Puck is an adorable name. Oh, man. And the sun is going down. By the way, this is gonna be probably a bit of a vibe stream due to the fact that it's mostly, you know, building stuff like that. We might explore the nether as well. Add a little bit of spice, you know? Add a little bit of spice to everything. Oh my god. Oh yeah, speaking of, Oliver, by the way, I know that if you're still here, I talked to you about the thing that I wanted to do. I've followed up with some people. Just lots of people who are to be involved are currently quite busy. End of summer, la 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 la. So there's still a pin in it, but I do still plan for it to go forward. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, this is an FYI if you're still here. But dumb as a hockey puck, possibly. But Mr. Pink doesn't know I named him after the Midsummer Night's character. I was gonna ask. I was like, is a Shakespeare reference? I was like, I genuinely held myself back. I was like, no, Nap, not everything is about Shakespeare. Come on, your English minor's showing. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. I get to write exams on poetry. Yeah. Oh. One of these streams, I'm gonna show up, but in like the Invisible Man outfit. It's just gonna be me on camera and in an armchair with like a smoking jacket on, and like a little decanter full of apple juice, like actual apple juice, and I'm gonna just read like old English poems that I have, or like, I don't know, Graham Greene poems or stuff like that. Gonna break out one of my books. I'm like, yes. And now a reading from the Napoleon VII Institute of English Language. Yeah. Now teach us about Shakespeare. Oh, anybody going into whatever grade would be, like, I don't know what grade I'll do it at, or what like year, for Hamlet. But if you're doing Hamlet, fun fact. Not really a fun fact, actually. It's kind of a bad fact. Well, listen, it's something to do if you're ever going to write an essay on Hamlet. If you're ever going to write an essay on Hamlet, just truly know, and I mean this genuinely, Not that he's the antagonist, but Hamlet's kind of the bad guy. Let me explain. Hamlet is what a lot of people never talk about is, and not everybody necessarily notices. Yeah, I wanna continue on this way, I think. Hamlet is the only one who's actually upset that his dad is dead. And I don't just mean like, oh, like the uncle Claudius who killed him isn't upset, because like, you know, of course he wouldn't be, or like anything else. Like, I mean, like after like the funeral and like people move on, like Hamlet is really like, and the ghost of his dad are like the only people who are really like, you know, bent out of shape about it. And his dad always is presented to him in armor and is always like the warrior king and all these other things. Like, it's more than likely, yo, Ethan Graham Phillips, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you do it well. Hope you do it well. But yeah, the uncle's name is Claudius because he's named after the Roman Emperor Claudius, who came after Caligula. Claudius, while not the not the most memorable in the way of like he's not an Augustus or anything like that, he's considered one of the like only good members of the Julio-Claudian dynasty to have existed of the first several emperors, until he's, you know, eventually assassinated by his wife and kid Nero. But anyway, he's like an academic, and he's like he does public, like he's one of the best emperors to live. He works on public works. He gets a bunch of assistance to the impoverished. He institutes free bread, like, so there's bread within the city for everybody to have at least a loaf of through every 2 days, kind of thing. Like, he is a very beloved emperor in many ways, even though he has some physical deformities. He's a little, he's what they called lame at the time, which is not a great word now, but it's like the best words. It's the only, we don't know what he had, but so he had that. He likely had some amount of like, you know, like a hump to his back, stuff like that. So he was quote unquote deformed to the people of the day, and beyond that, like he was a nerd. He was an academic and a philosopher. So like people liked warrior. People didn't like that so much. So, but that's who he's named after. Hi, I'm Ethan or Graham. I just followed you. You messed up with me finding you on Twitch because I'm gonna annoy you now. I mean, I mean, yeah, same with the rest of the chat. Honestly. Ethan, buddy, baby, everybody annoys this man. Oh man, I mean, give it your best crack. So long as it follows the rule, which, you know, so long as it follows the rules, which, you know, this is a PG-13 stream. No hate speech. No, nothing like that. Those aren't annoying. That's not annoying, we'll say. But yeah, I trust you though. I trust you, Graham, Ethan Graham. One potato, you know. Oh, Ethan, you're gonna love it here. Oh my god, I am not 5'7", nor am I 13. No, oh my god, I hate it here already. What? Gobar! I jumped. I genuinely whipped around. I was like, where? You think you propose one thesis and then you can just do what you want? Is that what you think? I can't believe that you would ever just go doing this thing. I swear to you, if I ever see you after this, I'm gonna make sure that you... What a dumb bit. I thought it was good. It was a good bit to me. Oh my god. Ooh, depends on the dipping sauce. But probably chicken strips, honestly. Probably chicken strips. Return of the Creeper King. Gombar. I have both missed you, but also my heart, please. You're gonna give me a condition. Dinner time, I'll return soon. Sure thing, Manatee. Oh man. Give me that bad southern accent, little man. All right, well, hell, we're gonna try for a bit of a southern accent. Rotate. Oh my god, I hate it here so much, so very much. Oh, where's my controls? Keybinds. Oh my god. All right, so A is W, D is S, S is A, W is D. Oh my god. All right, well, we'll try this. Let's go. We're showing off for the new guy. Yeah, you are. You're trying to make it ice cream or ice cream cake. Ooh, ice cream. I gotta go with ice cream. Come on. That's easily the best option. Ice cream cake's good and all, but you know, it don't really help very much when all you want is just a nice little cone of ice cream, you know? A 1,000 years. No, Grant understands. I'm 1,000. I am 1,000 years old. 1,003 actually. It calls me vintage. Hey, I didn't see. Just because you're vintage doesn't mean it's a bad thing. You guys take it as a bad thing. For me personally, maybe I mean it as a compliment. Someone of your vintage. That doesn't mean old. That just means somebody of whatever date you're from. Somebody could be born in 2015 and I could still say of your vintage. You took it as a bad thing. That's on you, my friend. That's on you. I'm as old as Gadget. Oh my God. Yeehaw! Why are puppies so darn cute? Oh, well, I think they're factory made that way. I'm at least 2 years of age. God dang, that's pretty old. Soon we're gonna be making you pay taxes. Yeah. Yeah. Don't gotta do an accent when all I'm doing is the trumpet. I'm gonna find a way into your Minecraft world and place TNT everywhere and everything explodes. Fat chance, my friend, fat chance. But best of luck to you. Man said I'm gonna hack your computer. Serenade us. Yeah, sure. You know what I'll do? I'll do it this way. Time to say goodbye. Bye, instant bio. Now stay woke. Let it be. They gon' find you. Gonna help you build. Alright, that's enough of that accent. Good God. Let me sleep. Come on, set quicker, please. I know you can. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Divine. Did you know turkeys are once worshipped? I did not. I feel this accent should offend you. They requested it. They requested it. Paul Revere never actually shouted the British are coming. I feel like I did know that. I feel like that's like another one, like one of a million, like in the sense that like you hear it and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I didn't know that. But like, you know, sounds legit because, you know, most things are mythologized about the founding fathers. And most of it's not true in general. I didn't even finish my story. Anyway, about Shakespeare. So in terms of Hamlet, though, so Claudius is meant to be the good guy. Well, not necessarily the good guy, but he doesn't even kill the king brutally. He uses poison, which is arguably poison like in the air or whatever. That's like a very quick acting poison, not like meant to be a poison that like is painful. And it's in his sleep, so it's like very much a situation of like the kindest death you can give. It's still not morally right. But his character is clearly someone who, because Caligula was also killed, who like Hamlet's the only one broken up about it. And that's because maybe Hamlet's dad wasn't actually that good of a guy. Maybe there's a reason Hamlet's dad gets killed, and maybe there's a reason everybody's chill with it. And maybe Hamlet's revenge story is actually just so tragic because it's only him who actually wants revenge. Used to award medals for art. That one I did not know. Next time a lyric song comes on, please can you sing? None of them have lyrics, so I can promise that. Yes, absolutely. Nah, the only kind of singing I think I ever do on this channel is always you know, the kind of like the jokey kind of stuff, you know? I've never seen Hamlet. Well, that's sad for you. So L. Also, yo, what's up, dude? Ow, dude. I did, but the number's technically way higher. It's actually it's somewhere near 500 of like on record of people declaring themselves the long lost kid of the Bourbon dynasty. But yeah, Anastasia all over again. I mean, but it was technically before, but yeah. How would you know? How would you know? I'm always like this. I don't think so. I don't think so. The most you guys heard was like random clips from What Up Boy. Oh my god. It is Friday. Oh. Tell you what, we hit the sub goal, you can get a What Up Boy. yeah. I slay me. I'm so funny. Don't tease it. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not teasing. It's a very reasonable thing. I said, I gave you parameters. That's reasonable, right? It happened. It happened. Yup. In le Discord. Le Discord. Mon petit Discord. Je peux aller avec au moins toi. Très bien. Très bien. Non, mais je suis allé à mon casino parce que je... Hello, bonjour, my peak. Bonjour, comment ça va? How do you do? Hopefully well, hopefully no. Did you know the government literally poisons alcohol during Prohibition? I mean, see, that's funny because it's a poisoning poison, but yes, I did know that. It was just very spur of the moment. I think Edward was in call at the time, and then he just requested it, and I was like, all right. There was like a number of people. Poggers! Yo! Tyler! Dude, thank you so much for 11 months sub, man! C'est bien! Oh! Wow! Très bien! Oh. I'm glad to hear, Mythic. I'm glad to hear. Hopefully the week's gone well. Hopefully nothing bad's happened. Hopefully everything's going enjoyable, and you're getting ready for whatever the fall brings you. Captain Order actually exists. I did. I've seen that as well. It doesn't actually exist in nature, but without it, modern electronics couldn't exist. Did you know that we didn't invent the number 0 when we first made the Gregorian calendar, which is why there's no year 0, because it wasn't invented, I think, until 400 something, which is also why there's no Roman numeral for 0, because the number didn't exist. We didn't invent it yet. Brother's getting married tomorrow. Yo, Pog, dude. I'm at the wedding place. We're doing preparations. Oh my god. Well, congratulations to them. congratulations to them. I hope them and their spouse have a fantastic wedding and a very happy marriage. Congratulations. Oh man, that's awesome. Salud. Or whatever someone would say for that, you know. Who knows? I need more dirt. I don't think there's more dirt in here. I need more. Bring back Uptown Boy Friday. Uptown Funk Friday. Oh my god. I have so much dirt. Oh my oh, I'm so ready. I'm ready. If 0 didn't exist, then what do we call the symbol after 4 in the year 400? What do you call it? Well, because the idea of 100, well, like 100 is C, or no, wait, no, it's M. It's C or M, I forget. So like in Roman numerals, that would have been IBC, I believe. So I think that's here, like, or maybe it's M. Or is M 1000? It's C? Okay, I was like, I think it's C, but it could be, M is 1000 then. It's one or the other. But yeah, so the value was like IVC, because for 100 of things. So it wasn't written out that way, because those are like writing 1, 2, 3, 4, like that's, those are what do you call it? The Arabian numerals, like those are, that's not the right word. I feel like that's not quite the right word. Arabic symbol. Yeah, those are the Arabic symbols. For what to call it, for numbers. Century C, millennium. Yeah, see, that's what I was pretty sure, but then I was like, but what if I have it backwards? L is 50. It is, yes. Take this L, hands you $50. Oh my god. Yeah, most of the world uses that. Well, that's because during the like they invented algebra and all these other things during the their Enlightenment period. Yeah. The Arabic Golden Age. Which is why you can always just absolutely obliterate a conservative, because you'll meet them and be like, oh yeah, well, do you think we should teach Arabic number systems in schools? They'd be like, no, my freedom, or whatever. And then you're like, okay, well, that's literally 1, 2, 3, so. And they go, what? Anyway, sorry, went down the wrong path. I should not, I'm trying to not do that anymore. I did not. Yo, Canadian dude, what's up, man? How you been? How do? Hopefully good, hopefully good. What's hockey time? Totally human. What is hockey time? Or do you mean you're going to hockey? Going to hockey. Oh man. My heart. Yes, I'm pretty. Listen. And just like, oh no. This person who's studying the subject matter has an opinion on all. Yeah, but it's meant to be a fun, like, little stream, you know? It's meant to be fun and enjoyable and poggers. So, you know, I don't want to bog it down. And I know that's not why people come here. So, you know, I feel a little bad when I span off into it, because I'm like, people get enough of that everywhere else. They don't need it from me. Who am I, Hassan Piker? I don't think so. I am ready for fall. Ooh. Are you ready for fall flavors, or are you just ready for like you're done with the heat? You want to absolutely like bury in with some long pants and I don't know, what do you wear, cardigans? Sweaters? Are you here for sweater weather? It's too cold for you here. See, there you go. That's me singing. There you go. That's as good as it gets. It's as good as it gets. It gets no better than that. I definitely didn't wear a Lemairbird flag as a cape for a wacky day and get bullied. Oh, that's that's sad that you got bullied. Man, their flag genuinely looks cool. It's a genuinely well-designed flag. Based on everything I've ever heard about it, I'm like, oh wow. Listen, there's some countries' flags I hate. I think they're awful flags. And don't even get me started on the states. So many states, god-awful designs. I don't know who approved those. You know what? We're moving on. Breathe, Napoleon. Breathe. It's fine. It's fine. You know. Can't control everything. It's fine. It's fine. You know. So anyway. Both heat bed, pumpkin and hazelnut, gold. See, I understand that take. Like, I like me some pumpkin pie, but like August is when so many different fruits and foods are in season. I'm still here for the corn on the cob being barbecued, like in a little bit of garlic butter, and then I take that off, and and I could do some like my friend, I occasionally get a ride like way out to where my friend and his family live, because they have they fish, so they know how to do all that, and they give me at a very like just give me it for free because they get too much for themselves. Some of their fish or whatever, and then I can make some nice salmon or something like that. Ooh, delicious. Better than I can buy. So I'm like, ayo, hoodie's good, warm tones good. Are you guys, see, like, in fairness, I guess, no, wait, I don't want to describe what I wear. Never mind. You guys aren't allowed to know. It's a secret. Can you keep it? Something. What show is that? I know that theme song from TikTok. What show is that? Got a secret. Can you keep it? Something. It was nice, but my history student thought that I didn't know what Lemairbird isn't real and thought they had to school me. So they just absolutely memed because they're like, you fool, that's not a real country. Oh my god. Corn, good, but over it. You're wrong. You're simply wrong. Corn on the cob, garlic butter, barbecued. My god. I'd kill a man. I'd cold blood, bury my Bowie knife. In a video game, apple cider is superior to pumpkin pie spice drinks. You know what? I can get behind that. Napoleon pumpkin spice. Oh my god. My uncle Lo helps harvest near me. I thought that for some reason you misspelled low. Like, I thought you were gonna be like, lo and behold, as I pray tell of my uncle and his fortunes, like in life or something like that. Like, I don't know why I thought you were going fully Shakespearean, and it's just my uncle Lou instead. I don't know why I thought that's where that was going. I had to take a whole stuff leftovers. So eat a bushels of corn and give it a few. It's so good. It's so delicious, man. Some pretty little liars TikTok. I guess, I don't know. It was a video of a rat stealing, like it was just a rat in the street. He was stealing from a garbage bag, and it was like, got a secret, can you keep it? No, but the rings and nail polish. Okay, well that's separate. That's different. Also, one that helps me not bite my fingernails. So like, it's a vibe. But where's buttons? Probably. Huh? What do you mean? Like, yeah, like my pants have a button on the what? That doesn't make sense. Everybody has that. It's just like how pants are. What? What? What does that mean? Probably wears buttons. Yeah? Huh? No, he wears vests and stuff. Oh, no, not really. Only at formal events. No, there's like one distinct fictional character I could say had my style for like the longest time. Like, and it still is like pretty well the same, but like slightly different. And you will never know. That's not even, that's just, that's licensed to kill material. That is, oh man. And sweet corn, see, that's what I mean though. Don't even cook those bad boys. Just eat them as a treat. See, yeah, that's my point. Like, I'm talking about sweet corn. To count the time, I stole my brother's coffee, chugged it down, and cringed at the bitter aftertaste. Took another out of spite. My god, that is a menacing move. You're not even a menacing witch. Buttons up the literacy in the stream. What? Like a collar. Oh, button up. Anyway, please tell the character. No, you're not allowed to know. That's never happening. Is it the main male rat from Wash Away? How'd you know? How'd you know? I am. Wait, isn't that the Tom Holland rat? Isn't that the rat that kind of looks like Tom Holland? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't come up with that. It was a meme for a bit, but it really does. Nah, clearly I dress like the big frog from Flushed Away. What do you mean? That's my look. I steal that look every day, you know? I come out in the full bathrobe. I'm like, finally, huzzah, a man of quality. That's how I just am, on the daily. On the daily. Yo, Lucky, what's going on, dude? How is your mood today? My mood? Fantastic. Peachy keen. Pretty good, you know? Life's pretty good. How about yourself? Do anything fun, exciting, exhilarating, breathtaking? What you been up to, pal? Me, myself, I've been doing pretty well. Can't complain. Not generally, at least. But yeah. You guys know, actually, no, wait, I can't tell you guys. I was gonna tell you a fact that I learned the other day, and then I was like, oh, wait, I can't say that. It's probably pretty gross. I mean, would anybody care if I gave you an interesting fact about the human body? Anybody care? Anybody care? I mean, anyway, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. I got dogs to take care of. I'm a lark. Sure thing, Pink. That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. You know what? Just for that, I am giving the fun fact. I'm giving the fun fact now. Yeah, so like, long story short, whatchamacallit? So like, you know how like, I guess, would it be a trigger warning? A trigger warning if you don't, like, it's not graphic, but like trigger warning if you don't like hearing about vomit. Not that you'll hear much. Yeah, so like the reason that your mouth gets full of saliva before you like tends to like when you're nauseous and like feel like you're gonna be sick and stuff like that, is because your body is trying to protect the teeth. It doesn't want the stomach acid to erode the enamel on your teeth, and so it's trying to put saliva into your mouth to provide a protective coat. Yep. Which I think is really cool. I think that's so interesting. I'm like, wow, the body, like, it's like, oh, I know I have to eject this for my health, but I know what's in me. I know it's an acid, and I know that will hurt the, like that's so interesting that like your body knows your stomach acid will hurt your teeth. It's like, no, I know that's corrosive to those as well, and I don't want that to happen. Like, that's so interesting that your body knows that about itself. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, see, that's my point. Like, it wasn't too bad. I just know some people like really don't want to hear anything about vomit. Like, even the word, which is why I'm not gonna say it again. But yeah. Like, when you think about it in the way of like your body genuinely recognizes that this is something within it that it needs to expel, and it's not just that simple though. It's like, oh, but I don't want it to damage me as well because I know what's in there. How did we get here? I said you want to hear a fun fact, man. I have to go grade test and add extra points. Goodbye. Have a nice morning, afternoon, and night. You as well, man. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope the grading goes well as well. It's been a pleasure. And you thought you would be annoying. All you had was really cool fun fact. Which, like, you know what? 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Nah, but genuinely, I hope you have a great night, dude. Bye. I hope to see you again, by the way. If you're ever looking for when I stream every Monday and Friday, same time, 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And occasionally, I put things on YouTube. Like currently, I did a video essay. But yeah. Which again, just because it's only been out for a week now. It's at 1 week old now. But yeah, just as a reminder to everybody, you know, feel free to watch it a second time. You know, always helps the algorithm. Shameless plug. Shameless plug time, guys. Yeah, put out a new YouTube video. It's a video essay on sound design in Minecraft. It was really fun to make, really enjoyable. I liked it. It's got some jokes. It's not like totally dry. Don't worry. It's not like whatever. But yeah, highly recommend. I had a blast making it, and I hope you like it too. And you know what? For that, let me. Yeah, exactly. Socials. Can I hear the fact? Oh yeah, the fact was just that like when your body's gonna throw up, the reason that you're like, when you get nauseous, your mouth fills with saliva is because your body knows that stomach acid is corrosive to the enamel of teeth, and so it fills your mouth with tries to put saliva into your mouth so that it can coat the teeth, so that basically there's a protective layer. It creates a very thick version of saliva, which is still saliva, but that's why we salivate at the time. What are you enjoying the most in the last summer week? I mean, you guys do know summer doesn't end until the 21st of September, right? Like the fall equinox is the 21st of September. I really enjoyed yo. I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was a blast to make. I had such a blast making it. It was fun researching it. It was just fun. I think I might do something like it again soon. Because someone actually, you know what I might start putting out? Someone asked me today on TikTok, actually, and I don't know if I will or won't, but somebody today asked me, they were like, oh, do you think you'd ever make content? Because I make an offhand mention where I'm like, oh, it's interesting that like this style of like communication for like how to find things in Minecraft exists, like find the mountain to find the deep dark. And I was like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of old games like Morrowind and Oblivion, where like it used to be a whole thing that like it would just give you vague it would be like, by the rock that makes an arrow, and like it would be very vague directions, and there was no like marker on in world, like no waypoint to go to. You had to figure it out to find where your quest was, and that's a very old style of doing video games that's not really around anymore, and part of that is because of the invention of GPS and Google Maps, which I can expand on because there's a whole reason for why that changed. Skyrim was one of the big games to first change with that, but yeah, like there's a major reason for that, and that's because like the way that we give to most younger people who play most video games, the way that we give directions has entirely changed as a society. So yeah. I really very interesting. Yo, I got a second job, Pog. Sorry if I popped the mic there. That's cool and all, but I work mornings tomorrow, and then on a close Sunday, Monday off, and then start the second job on Tuesday from 3 to 7 p.m. Same Wednesday and Thursday, and then I open. So basically, pain. I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds like pain. Oh my god. Where do I summon the dirt from? From my inventory. So like here, let me do this, and then if you have an open slot or just something in your hand, if you look at the type of block you're looking at, and then click the middle mouse button, it brings a version of that. Like if it's in your inventory, it'll bring it to your hand. Yep. So I mean, like on the one hand, Canadian, like congrats on the job, but on the other hand, I hope you're not working yourself too hard, dude. Take care of yourself. Don't work yourself into an early grave, you know. Hope you're getting some time to yourself to decompress and the like. Witchcraft. I know. You can even do it when like there's something else, like do I have a grass block? I don't, but I do have no, that won't work. Actually no, it should work. Let's find out. Because if I do that and then that, if I middle mouse that, it'll just replace what's in your hand. But it doesn't do it if you're using a tool. Typically it just goes to like a different spot and replaces the first thing in. It goes to the first non-tool in your hand and it replaces that, because it presumes you didn't actually want to replace the tool. And it's, yeah, so it's like this whole interesting little thing. Ooh, what's the feature, Greg? Ba-ba, ba-ba, ba-ba. You know what? Speaking of human bodies and like the way that they work and everything like that, I've been talking with my friend the other day because they found a post or whatever. It was somewhere, I don't know. They linked me a post that basically was like, oh yo, it was like, you know, wait, if it was questioning something. It was like, if in the idea of like, oh, because you know they say like, oh, God made us all in His image or whatever. And then it's like, okay, well, if that's true, but God's like all powerful and everything like that, and all these things. It's like, okay, but shrimp have more colors they can see than us. Shrimp have more color rods. So does that mean, so are we not in his image, or can God not see what shrimp can see, or like what's going on with that? What's that about? We can't see that. Why is this? Does that mean he can't? Can he see the colors that the shrimp have? And I took this a step further, because in my mind, I said, no, that's perfectly logical. Logical. I don't know what logical is, but it's not logical. But I said, no, that's perfectly logical. You know why? The shrimp are too dumb to use the color rods, so they can't see more. I mean, listen, I know, but that's what the post was about. But you know what I decided? I decided like, but the potential's there and we don't have it. You know what I mean? Like the potential, even if they can't use it, the potential exists in them and not in us for some reason. Why is that? If we're taking this idea of like, oh, we're all made in that image. And you know what I said? I said, well, no, it makes perfect sense. Haven't you ever considered the fact that there's this idea of the Garden of Eden? And in this Garden of Eden, we were still at that point made in his image, but we didn't know anything. Even though we were made in this image, we had to eat the apple to be able to gain that ability, to know what we could have otherwise known. Like what we could know, we have the capacity to do, but we're unable to because we didn't eat that apple. And so there's probably like a tree of pears somewheres in that garden where like if you eat that, you're gonna get the color rods of shrimps. I guarantee it. It's behind a paywall. I'm telling you, God is like EA. He's making DLC. He's making DLC for what you can and can't be. You know, he's keeping the shrimp rods. Because no, if you think about it, all right, so think about it, chat. They say God made us in his image, but we can't see the colors that shrimp have the rods to see. So in this case, are we not made in his image, or can he not see what shrimp can? I think we can. We have the capacity. We just don't know we do, because we didn't eat that apple. We ate an apple for knowledge. We didn't eat the pear for, I don't know, shrimp vision from the Garden of Eden. And so now behind a paywall, behind a DLC paywall like EA, you got God up there who's like, oh, I'm not giving them shrimp vision. They don't deserve it. Oh my God. Welcome back, Pink. Does not refer to our physical bodies, but instead refers to our souls. And why can't my soul see what a shrimp can then? I'm still saying, listen, I'm telling you, I think he's keeping the downloadable content away from me. I think it's like, you know, when you download a patch, like a new map pack came out for like, I don't know, Black Ops. And then you were like, oh, yo, this is sick, but you didn't have the money for it, so you didn't buy it right away, but you still had to download the patch so that you, like, the maps would still exist, but like you just couldn't access them because you didn't pay. So we have it. We just don't know that we have it, and we can't do it till we eat that pear. That's what I'm saying. Oh man. But here, 1 second. Sorry, I missed Greg's map idea. The map starts off empty, but when you visit an area, it fills in. However, this is where it's different. As soon as you leave the area, the map starts to lose detail. If you visit there often, the map takes longer to delete and more detail remains. Once it decays as much as it can, the more you visit, the stronger the map. Ooh, I do kind of like that. That's kind of a vibe to it. God is wait, the poor design of Hue would come from before less color. Oh my God. God is cringe because he basically banned us from getting the ability to think for ourselves. Oh. In other words, God is cringe because he supports. Oh, well, I mean, hello, Edgar. How goes it? How you doing, man? We're talking about the various colors that shrimp can see. The next Payday game, we're making into the Garden of Eden. Oh my God. We're gonna get there this time, boys. I swear. I need more dirt. I need more dirt from somewheres. I don't know where else I'll get dirt though. Did you hear 1.19.3 is adding new CDs finally? Like the discs? I mean, yeah, those are already getting added. Yeah, the discs are already getting added. I think they're already at it, actually. Yeah, like the new disc 5 and disc there's disc 5 and oh god, I forget the other discs. But yeah. No, I knew what you were gonna say. I just didn't ask. Any askers? I didn't ask. I just read it as a statement. I didn't read it as a question, my friend. I want dirt. Okay, I got that much. Is that all I have? I must have something somewhere. Please. Nope, seems like not. Oh man. What's the difference between I mean vinyl, I guess. Naps, you've made my night yet again. Oh man, despite terrible stream quality for half the stream, it was fun to chill with you. Oh, you had no regret? I'll see you, dude. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, man. I hope it goes well. Oh my gosh. I guess this will have to do. This will have to do for now. And then, you know, after this, we're going to switch on to the bridge, work a bit more on actually getting that built across, because that seems like a good idea. But yeah. I'll work hard tomorrow, so I have to go to sleep. Yo, Summer 33, what's going on, dude? I know most people don't say the 33, I'm sure. But listen, the numbers are in the name. The numbers are in the name. They must be said. I hope you're doing well. How you know? How goes it? You know what? I think everybody's too quick to get rid of Summer. Not you, Summer, but you know the question, Summer. Oh my god. Here's a question of the day. Listen, I saw the through line segue. I had to take it. I think I leave. Adios. Bye, Canadian. Hope you have a great night, dude. Good gracious. I hope you have at least some rest with all that work going on, man. I'm doing bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks. How are you? Oh, I'm doing all right. Can't complain. I do not wish to seem intrusive, but I must inquire. I delivered a correspondence to this moto, and I wonder if you had a moment to take a gander at it. I've actually not had a chance to look. I did see that you DM'd me on Discord. I had not. I had not had a chance to actually see it because I don't know how much. Well, I guess you guys don't really know. I like get home and then get on stream. Like I get home, I got like 10 minutes and then it's stream. So I'm usually just in a rush to get home before stream. It's like cutting it's like just scraping by every time. It's a fun game, you see. It's like, oh yes, I must make this, like every light must be exactly how I need it to be. I need to get that crosswalk. I need to get this. It's a fun little game, you see. Nah, some of the seasons. No, I love summer. It's great. Oh my god, that's awful, dude. Should probably file a police report or something. I hope you're at least physically okay. No, I figured you were busy. But it's all good. I didn't want to bug you. I was just curious. No. It was more just like, yeah, I just wasn't around. You're not bugging. Don't worry about it. Ban in game. It's not an in-game action. L plus ratio. Get obliterated. Wasted points. L. Can't win. I won, so it's all right. Good? Question mark? It's not an action, nor is it in-game. That's what's really selling me on this one. I'm like, that is neither in-game nor is it an action. You can't just ban me. What do you want? What do you want? You can't just ban me. Who do you think you are? Craig Ferguson? I don't think so. I don't think so. That was the king of late night. I mean, not according to anybody, only according to me. I liked his skeleton. I like, not his, like not him personally and the skeleton that he had within his body as a human. That would be weird. No, I mean the skeleton. He had a guy with him who was like a skeleton. It was like a stand-in skeleton. You know what I mean? It was supposed to be an accent name. Oof. Oof. Wow. Oh, I didn't actually fill it in properly. My bad. My bad. Also, you running home to get to stream is exactly the same as me having class at 4. See, it's not just you. Everybody's out here, like just absolutely rushing for the Napoleon the 7th stream. They're like, my God, I need to make it. I need to get there now. I need to get there pronto. Bow, 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 bow. Does it make sense? Does it? Small angry child, you show me that accent. You give me the nation where that is the accent for it. That's not an accent. You could be a small angry child in any accent. Oh man, I will refund you though. Don't worry. I'll do that now. Manage request. Oh, you dip it out? Boy, human. Here, wait, just one second. I just want to make sure that I get you refunded. Where's human and back. Oh man. All right. So that should be all settled, and that should be good. I think that should have gone back to you. I think. Hopefully. Good lord, not the copy pasta, please. Mans is out here, man. Oh my good gracious. Whelmed, I'm delicious. Oh my god, I know. It's a copy pasta from like years ago, like forever ago. I don't even know how it's like known still. I'm like, I only ever heard of it because I think I learned about it from my eldest brother's friends. But even then, they're like way older. They're like, anyway, doesn't matter how old they are actually. Never mind. My brother just had old friends, you know? Not because he was old, because other people, you know, don't worry about it, actually. Ban action mining dirt. Okay, I guess I'll be placing it. Ayo! Oh, didn't ban anything but blazing the dirt. Oh, obliterated. Absolutely geschmeckled. Oh my god, it's like a little face. Look at that. It's like a little face. Is the eyes and a little smirk? Oh, look at that. Nice. Perfect. Where plant? How could you, man? How unbelievable. Fine. You know what? I guess I'll be placing some sand then. Oh! Get obliterated, nerds. Get obliterated. You thought you'd figured it out? Nope. L plus a ratio. Found a new block. New block. Who this? Could not be me, my friends. Could not be me. Listen, I'm a king. I'm a god. I'm a god emperor. You got nothing. No, it doesn't do anything. No. No. Yup. No more sand. I guess we're going with wood. Ow. I think I pulled something in my shoulder. Ow. Ow, my left shoulder hiked up so quick. Ow. Oh my god. That was... Oh. God, why? Why is this my pain? Why am I here? Just suffer. I've wounded streamer. I wounded myself. I wounded myself at the gym 2 days ago. Now I still have some soreness in myself. You good? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just whining. It was just like, you know when you have a sore muscle and so then you like shoot you, like if you move too quickly when you have a sore muscle, it just like shoots pain. You know? Like that. Not bad. My god, Gomber, you're a menace in the best of ways. Like, it is funny, I cannot lie, but my good gracious. You know what I'd kill for, actually? You know what I will say? Listen, I love me some fun. You know, why did I even ask this question? I just realized something. Never mind, I can't say that. Never mind. Never mind. Wait, no, I can say that. Listen, I hope you guys will know. I mean this in like the nicest of ways possible. Like, not in a let me know if this doesn't come off as like like if this comes off as like a bad thing. I don't mean it to. I mean it as a joke. It's fine to say. Yeah, it's probably fine to say. I was gonna say, based on what I've learned via TikTok, that, you know, like, I should have never asked if you guys were like excited more for summer or fall, because my understanding is that the 94% is way more about the Halloween fall vibe than they are about the summer vibe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I've had that before with my back. I love horse riding because of that. You love horse riding because you get obliterated and you're... Is that what you mean by that? So please, he blogs. It was funny, but we all... I mean, yeah. see, that's what I thought. I love Halloween so much. See, that's why I was like, why did I even ask? And then I was like, wait, can I even say that? I was like, is that rude? Is that rude to say? Is that like something I'm not meant to say? But yeah, because so far as I've ever heard, is like Halloween is like Christmas, but for LGBT. So I was like, oh my god, why'd I even ask? With a chat like this, why was I even asking? Do you guys want fall or what do you guys want? Chat's like, say psych right now. Say, you know, don't play dumb. Don't play dumb with me. You know what I want. This just... It filled back in. It filled back in. Why did it fill back in? I'm gonna make frickin' lose it in a minute. I'm gonna make frickin' lose it. Why would it fill back in? In what world? Hubris. I'll show you, hubris. Just you wait. Just you wait. Oh man. You know what I just realized? Yeah, the song that I ended up doing anyway for, I think it was for Edwin, was Cheering For Me Now. Which, if you've ever heard it, is like one of my favorite songs from like, it was like a not included song for him. It's like a cut, one of the cut songs that they did for like in the year afterwards that like Lin-Manuel Miranda left the project. He did like Hamill Drops, which was like once a month they would drop a song, like they have Barack Obama rap in one of those. I'm not joking. Barack Obama is on one of those songs. Like, it is literally One Last Time feat Barack Obama. I am not even joking. I have never in my life thought I'd see the word like feat for featuring Barack Obama. And I was like, okay, pop off, King. Pop off. Oh man. Fall, winter, spring, summer. Oh. So you just like the cycle of the seasons. My favorite season is nap season. Oh! Stop. Oh my god, guys. You can't say that to me. No, feat. As in featuring. Feat. F-E-A-T. Feature. It means feature. Have none of you seen a music video before? What do you mean? It's like that hit song. What with oh god, well, I was gonna say it's like Beauty and the Beat by Justin Bieber, feat Nicki Minaj. Was all I need. I heard this song today, which is why it's in my head. What a wild song. I don't know what was going on with Selena Gomez and Nicki Minaj at the time, but I guess something. I was not following life at that point. That sounds stupid. I was not following anything outside of my own existence at this point. But like, apparently, big deal. Apparently, big deal. I didn't say you had to watch. I did say watch, but what I meant was, do you never see those in your YouTube recommended? Where it's like Vivo, and you're like, thanks YouTube. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm good. And they're like, watch a Vivo, and you're like, no, I'm good, man. I'm fine. I'm fine. YouTube. Susan, I'm fine. Susie Q, I'm fine. I'm doing pleasant without it. They go, okay, right. What about perhaps a Jimmy Fallon? And I go, no, I'm good. I'm fine, actually. I have who I'm subscribed to. I like what they make, so show me that, and maybe like some stuff if it's like people they like collaborate with, or stuff that's kind of like tagged similarly, maybe, you know, or like maybe the occasional thing you might think I might have a different interest in, like, oh, okay, right. Couple karaoke, and I'm like, no, that does not need to be on the recommended page. Why is this recommended? Well, you see, Mr. Napoleon, they paid us a lot of money. They paid us a lot of money. So, gotta recommend it. Oh, man. Soda candy is great, but impossible to get out of the teeny can. Oof. I hear about this. I should know that I'm about that, and yet, it does, without fail, it'll be there. Oh, man. Keeps recommending this guy called Chad's being mean to me. Oh my god. This Detroit Becoming Human compilation. I am a mess. I like the actors in that game. That's about all. I've never played the game. I just know too much. I've read too much about it, and I know who created the game. And anyway, you know what? Let's not get into it. Let's not get into it. If you guys enjoy that game, fantastic. Awesome. Yo, Cindy Ross, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. How goes life? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Oh man. Oh man. Oh yeah, chat. I was gonna say, you know what I was super excited about? I was trying to think of where I wanted to build, but what I've been super about. So like earlier this week, I was able to go to a little concert that my friends did. So like I have these two friends who like they're in a band. It's great. I like well they're a duo band. I've been in bands with them before and stuff like that, and they're great. They're genuine. Like forever they have been rock stars, and they are rock stars, and they're so cool, and I'm so proud of them. They oh my god, I love my friends are great. But anyway, so I was down at like one of their gigs the other night because they started this sick little band that basically what they do is they call it can I say it? Yeah, I it's vague enough that I'm pretty sure I've like it. They're underground. They only play like it's punk music. So like they're underground enough that like they don't really like. I'm pretty sure you could Google them and not find them. I'm not gonna give you their full names or anything like that. But like, their names will say this is not their names, but this is how they got to the name of the band. Their names are will say Connor and Connor. And they call their band Sisters because they're like, oh yeah, we have the same name. So they're like, they would introduce it as, I guess in that case, they'd be like, I'm Connor, this is Connor, we're sisters, and then they jump into the piece. But yeah, they're so sick, man. It was such a good set. I'm so happy for them. But it's so cool, like when you get to see someone who really knows and has like learned how to hone their craft at like really hyping up a crowd and getting people on side and like really working a crowd. It's magical, man. It's so cool to see. Like the style. Has it uploaded me? I think 1,000 years. Oh, I've literally uploaded last week. I see the /J. I know. YouTube keeps wait, no, I saw that already. The cannon, the candy, flung across the room, but no! Nap, you should play Detroit Becoming Human, because it has Mr. Krabs VA, and gay robots. I mean, I'm aware. I thought it was like a familial thing. I don't know what. I don't know. Is that not what it is? I thought the like main robot and Mr. Krabs voice actor was like detective pair who were more like, I don't know, paternal. I didn't know it was. I mean, maybe it is a romance story. I don't know. I've not actually played it, but like, I know a lot about. I mean, it's on the list for sub goals. Certainly on the list for the sub goal. I think it could be next. Currently, next will be if we go back down to the 50 sub goal. The next one will be, I think, Cuphead, and then we'd make it Becoming Human. Oh my god, I totally forgot. You know what's here? 1 second. Let me fix up the sub goal. I did not change that at the end of last stream. Let me fix that. Wait, did I miss the Portal stream? No, I haven't done it yet. It's coming up, but we did hit it last stream. We hit that sub goal last stream. So this is the first stream since then. So we're now past the 50 sub goal. The current sub goal is for 100 subs. I'm gonna somehow figure out how to do a Lego stream. If I really can't swing it, I might make it a video, but I'm gonna try to make it a stream. But yeah, I don't know exactly how that'll work, but yeah, we'll figure that out, and it'll be like building Lego for a stream. I think that'd be cool. How's the description? I need to finish it. I played a little bit more because I'm probably gonna finish it and like record me finishing it, finish it, and then I'm gonna edit everything together from all of it, edit it down from all of the streams to make it one big video, maybe two, maybe a part one, part two. I don't know. All right, let me go get more dirt. Oh wait, no, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna switch up to the. We're gonna switch gears. I think. Move on to building out the bridge. Take it to the chorus. I saw that, but it was like I think it was like I think Mo from The Simpsons dancing to that song. It was hilarious. It was great. I was like, this is wonderful. This is everything I wanted. Yo, Killer, what's up, dude? Oh, Lego? Yeah, exactly. I have a bunch of Lego and stuff like that that we could build as kind of like a, you know, like a bit of a just chatting stream, a stream that like I'll really theme around the idea of I'll either prep a bunch of stuff to actually talk about, either stories or like genuine, like if people want like, I don't know, we'll call it a help with homework stream. No, but like it'll either be something like that, or we'll do it like a proper like media share stream alongside it. Like it'll be media shares alongside that. Or we'll do a sort of what's the word I'm looking for? We might do it that I do like a sort of just chatting that's really like answering questions, or like a proper just chatting stream, because I've not really done a proper just chatting stream, you know? Yo, Sally, what's up, dude? You would technically play Kaki's mod, Endless mod, because it's Endless Act 1 with like loose lore and modifiers and stuff. I just beat it in the final challenge recently, actually. Oh, but the Endless mode isn't super interesting. Huh. Intriguing. I didn't know there was an Endless mode. Oh man, chat, you know what I'm actually super amped for? So I'm not sure how many of you will actually know about this. So like on August 28th, so like really soon, like around the corner, like 2 days from now, we're going back to the moon. Or we're starting the beginning of Project Artemis. Like a show of hands, actually, how many of you, if KTV was here, I'd ask for a poll. KTV, imagine if I had like a third poll out, like it was like KTB, B. Oh man, I'd get a poll. But how many of you are like familiar with Project Artemis? Slime Rancher 2 is what I'm amped for. What's Slime Rancher? Net for the Lego set, you should do the Pride Month Lego set. Could do. We might do that. We might do that as a wrap up. Who knows? Didn't know the name though. First time hearing of the project. It's so cool. So basically, because we want to go to kind of break it down as easy as possible, because I've had to justify to a lot of people because they'll be like, why are we going back to the moon? We're starting like the mission starts August 28th, 2022. We're colonizing the moon. This isn't just going back for a visit. We're colonizing it. We're establishing a lunar base. It's international. It's like much like the International Space Station, taking everything we've learned from that space station, and we're beginning, because then the moon's going to become the launch pad and the like full-time existing place, because that's how we can't get to Mars unless we have a launch pad out there. So we are actually building a lunar colony, but on that, it's going to get immense funding into both like new science, like all sorts of science projects to figure out how to do things in space. Which, for those that don't know, it's not just about space. Every space program we've ever launched has infinitely created like new jobs, new technology and the like that has all helped Earth. Great example, camera phones, stuff like that. Like the reason that our technology has gotten smaller is largely because we went to space. When you have to figure out how to make things small and light to be able to go into space, it ends up eventually becoming cost effective for it to be done for the public as well. So it helps us as well. Part 2, maybe the sequel, 200 years in the making. Okay, listen, there's there's more than just one type of colonialism. Colonialism, most people say it refers to the age of empire colonialism, which is very different from any previous version. But let's not get into that. You would like the Slime Rancher, you go first one and play it. Very chill game. with a neat story, but like in a way, like how you treat Minecraft story, you can totally ignore it. But ooh, it sounds interesting. Space is the best. It really is, Pinky Goose. I don't know why I added E to your name, Pinky Goose, but you are epic. It is true. It is true. It is so cool. Government funded. Yeah, I mean, it is government. Like, that's the thing. It's government funded, all these things, which, like, it's not a privatized space station. It's going to help us learn how to grow food on there, figure out what we can do with materials we get from space. All these other things. It genuinely builds out, like, a proper, full-on lunar colony that has been in the making and is taking what we learned from the ISS, and so much more, and continuing on from that. It's genuinely full on the beginning of the age of exploration for space, which has been in the making since we went to the moon the first time. It's so cool, man. It is genuinely so excited. And like, I feel like nobody knows about it. And it's named Artemis because the first moon missions were the Apollo missions. So Artemis, Apollo. But anyway, how do I make Twitch stop freezing? Get a hot water bottle. Okay, that was dumb. I'll admit that was stupid. That was silly. I was being a little goofy there. I'll admit. Maybe mayhaps a little goofy. I goofed a little, you know. I goobed. Moon colony pog. I know, right? Further use of space can't really happen until we have a forward point. Exactly. And it's going to start like actual shipping lanes and stuff like that. It's going to be the beginning of so many different elements of that have just been waiting for, like, this colony needs to exist. But then, because then the plan is we're gonna build this colony, and before 2035, we're hoping to have fully constructed the spaceship that will go to Mars, because we've made great leaps forward in ion engine technology, which basically it's better for traveling in space than it is on planet because of gravity. But in space, it's a really good way for to create propulsion. And we're gonna build the spaceship that will eventually take people to Mars in space next to the moon colony, because that's gonna make it so much cheaper to build. It's gonna make more sense to build the colonizing ship that we're gonna send out, the Voyaging Ark, on the moon, or off the orbit of the moon, than it will be to build on Earth and try to launch from here. We just couldn't do it. It would be too heavy. How has one not been called Hermes yet? I feel like it would be so much sense. I'm surprised we've not had, maybe I could be corrected, but I'm surprised we haven't had like a satellite. He's a messenger. Exactly. Like, I'm surprised we haven't had a satellite that's gone out to like contact people. You know what I mean? Like, that we send out occasionally. Hermes is one of the coolest gods. What do you mean? I love Hermes. Oh man, or Mercury if you prefer the Roman name. But yeah, like he's great. I'm surprised we haven't named like a satellite like that. Like a mission I could understand, I guess, but a satellite. Artemis, Apollo, Moon, and Sun, actual space gods. I know, right? The moon doesn't have an economy, so there's no inflation. My God. But yeah, so it's genuinely, like, actually, do you guys want to watch the video? Like, I can pull up NASA's video for it, where they like break down kind of like what the plan is. It's a bit older because it's not a very current video, but it totally breaks down like what the plan is. We can watch it if you'd like, or you can watch it later yourself if you want. But yeah, it's like this really cool project that's been in the works for genuinely like a decade. Like, it's been a lot of time working, and like with the hype around James Webb, it's just such a great time to be into space, man. And a lot of the hope for Artemis is that it's gonna get a new generation into the oh, this Hermes satellite never made it to space. No! Oh, was there one and it blew up or something? No, that's so sad, man. That's so sad. Oh my God. Is it a one-way trip? Is it a one-way trip, Tyler? because that will probably change the design. However, you can't return for 5 years. Yeah, I'd do it. See, here's the thing, and I'm not saying you have to subscribe to this belief system. It's just genuinely something. So this has rattled around in my mind for a long time, because I don't know, philosophy's cool. So if we think about in philosophy, they're always trying to figure out, like, you know, philosophers always want to know, like, what is the good life? Like, what is living a good and just life? Whatever that may be. In terms of Socrates, he always said, what's a virtuous life? Not meaning the Judeo-Christian, like, Abrahamic idea of virtue with, like, God. And so it's not that, like, that's not what he meant, because that idea didn't exist when he said that. His idea of virtue is being a good citizen, effectively. A good citizen to the polis, or the city-state. Was his kind of idea. So, like, that's his general idea. Does the moon have the internet? Yes. But see, that's the thing, is, like, the reason I'm fine with it. Excuse me. I gotta take a drink of water. I have my throat's a little dry. So here's kind of my thought on that. It is gonna sound a little rambly, and it's not even a completed thought. It's just genuinely, it's been something I've tooled around with a lot at various stages, where I'm just kind of like, I don't know what the answer is per se. Can't drink. No one redeemed hydrates. Oh, look at that! Someone redeemed a hydrate. L plus ratio. Get obliterated, nerd. Oh man, it's funny. I have like the stuff that I drink out of for hydrates, which involves the straw, because the straw is how like the noise gets made. And then I have an entirely different like glass of water. It's just purely a glass of water for me to drink of when I need to. Which I don't know. I find that like funny, if that makes sense. Not funny, haha, but you know, like funny. Oh, he's still up on the screen. But yeah, anyway, what I was gonna say is, if we think of the idea of like, you know, what does it mean to live a good life? You know, this is so, I don't know why I'm bringing up philosophy on a Minecraft stream. This is, you know, maybe not the time nor place. I don't know, but either way, hopefully you guys enjoy. The thing about it all is that if we think about what does it mean to then live a good life, meaning like a quote unquote virtuous life in that way, and we think about life as experience, you know, we could define a good life as a life full of experiences. Do you think that when we colonize the moon, we'll name it after the countries that made them? Maybe. I don't think so. I think the moon will always say the moon. I think the moon will be like, for like I know Switzerland, it's the name of a country, but you know what I mean? Like I think it'll become like Antarctica, like a place that's not allowed to be owned by anybody, and so it'll always be just called the moon. You're not the seventh? It's your thing, nerd. I know, but I always feel like I'm just gonna bore you all to death. But anyway, the thing that I was gonna say, that like, if we think about life as a series of experiences, that maybe we're all like, it seems all we ever do is chase experience. And when I say that, what I mean is, we work a job to get money to pay for vacations, to go have new experiences with people, be that going out to dinner with people we enjoy the time with, getting to have time off, to have free time to expend with people, play video games, watch a Twitch stream, or whatever it is, experience things with people. We go to movies, we go to concerts. Why do you go to a concert? To go listen to something you already have a recording of? In some case, for the experience of it. It's a cool experience. It makes the little monkey brain go, whoa, you know? So if we consider experiences and adventure to be the thing that like, what's the point of human life? I guess to have experiences. Why do we exist? To experience. We exist to experience things. Hypothetically, I'm not saying this is the case. I'm saying if we take that hypothetical and we run with it, we say that is the case. So in this situation, I'm not saying it absolutely is. I'm saying we are accepting that as our lens. We're saying that's what we're going to use to try to figure out the next part. So if we think that that is the case, then arguably, what's the biggest experience somebody could have as a human being? Well, probably being one of the few people to leave the planet already. Okay, so being an astronaut. And then what's more, going to become going to colonize the moon. Yo, Clara, what's up, dude? How you doing? How's the week? So if we think about it that way and we frame it that way, then it's in some ways almost a moral obligation that if you were offered the chance, you should. Because how could there be a more, it's such an exclusive experience to have. And it's such an ultimate experience of in the way of like, no one else can really have it, you know? It's just Subway Switch Prime, baby, let's go! Oh my God, I've had a great week. Yo, I'm glad to hear it, dude. What happened? Anything cool, fun, exciting, breathtaking, exhilarating? Ooh. But, and so in that case, I often think, whenever asked, like, oh, would you go to Mars? I'm like, because even if it's a total one way, I'm like, well, it's an experience literally no one else could say they've had. It's truly one of the greatest adventures. It's an adventure no one else has done. So in that scenario, like to say you're going to be one of the first humans to not live and reside on, not just on Earth, but like in Earth gravity. You're gonna live on a different celestial body. You're gonna go live on the moon. And the meaning of life is to give life meaning. Fair. I am the philosophy of meaning of life is to give life. See, that again is a totally fair philosophy. I'm not saying that like the way that I'm thinking about it has to be the case that it is. Our excellence way to do that. Yeah, you know, and that might be a better way to frame it. Is to give life meaning. So what gives your life meaning could be whatever, but I'm saying the culture that we've made, in large part, especially capitalist culture, definitely frames it around the idea of experiencing things. And it doesn't even have to be about money-driven things, like experiencing having your first child, if that's what you're interested in. But if you're not interested in some experiences, that's where it gets different for different people. Aldrin and Armstrong? Oh, see, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. We might, or we might, like, they might be buildings named after them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm in the Armstrong building. Named after Alex Louis Armstrong of the Armstrong family from Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, yeah. His muscles are indeed acceptable. I love that. I love Alexander Louis Armstrong. He's my beloved. My beloved. You know what's wild, by the way? I'll occasionally see now, like I'll get like news things will occur about like random TikTok people who like got really big, like, you know how TikTok's very different post-pandemic? Or I shouldn't even say post. It's technically still going on and it should be still taken seriously. But you know what I mean? Like post-lockdown, I should say. You know how like TikTok became very different afterwards? Like just the type of content and everything? It's not like an unrecognizable app. It's just like even like late 2019 TikTok was very different from today's TikTok, for the most part. I occasionally see news articles now about some of the people who were like big in 2019, and it's like, oh no, like some of them are not good. I'm not gonna like tell you what happened or anything, because like, you know, it's an ongoing whatever case, but it's like I'm like, good gracious. Some people get like a lick of fame and just explode, like they just become demons. It's wild. It's genuinely like crazy. I'm like, oh my God, are you? What happened? Did you know the Antarctic being not to be owned and stuff isn't permanent, and the treaties are going to come up for renewal in our lives? Yes, I did. I did know that, and there is certainly, depending on how global warming goes, will certainly affect how that goes. But at the same time, like for instance, I know currently, I think it's occurring in Canada, because I had to learn about this 2 or 3 years ago. If Edward or Canadian were here, they'd have a better shot at answering it. They're having a lot of claims issues. In fact, we're claiming some of their territory. But you know, it's hush hush, don't worry about it. They're for the longest time, it's very, like, I only know about this because I take United Nations courses, but for the longest time, there's territory that's like, you know when you see like that map of Canada that has like all those like tiny little speck islands like trailing off of the top of it? Like, have you ever seen that map where it's got like a million, like it looks like a shotgun scattering of different like places? You ever see that? So anyway, up that way, and a bunch of like frozen like tundra and stuff like that's up that way in between the North Pole and that. Nunavut. Yeah. That sounds weird. Not weird, just like I feel like I butchered that. You know what I mean? Anyway, Nunavut. Yeah. Anyway, so that place in Canada. Yeah. But basically, like way up there. So that, but they have ice. That's basically ice like lanes and stuff like that. Oh, come on. Was I that far off? How bad was it? Was it real bad? Was it real bad? One second. I need to know now. I need to know. Here, stop the music. How do we pronounce it, Google lady? How do we pronounce it?
Nunavut.
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 Okay. Okay. Does it change if I make it British?
Nunavut.
Nunavut. Would they use the British spelling there? Or pronunciation?
Nunavut.
Nunavut. Sure. Sure. All right. Oh my god. Anyway, so that territory though, so a long time it's all been frozen, yada yada yada, like, cause you know, global warming is the thing that's changed that. But for the longest time though, it's been frozen. Starting to thaw, easier to get around, lots of oil under the water there. I believe they do. That sounds correct. That makes sense. I mean, it would make sense. They use that for most things. I think like it's taught Zed there as well. I know I was real dumb in school. I had a British tutor at one point, and I remember they harped on the Zed thing. And I was like, no, but it's Z here, man. I know you guys say zebra, but please. So occasionally I still say Zed, which in some cases I agree. Like, don't get me wrong, I disagree. I think it should be Zed. I think that makes sense. I think I know why we say Z. I know the history of that, and it should be Zed. It really should be. But I'm still gonna say Gen Z. Like, it should be, because we've only changed it for the song, and only because of William Webster, I believe his name is. Anyway, the guy who makes the dictionary, who basically believed a lot of different letters should be spelt differently. But it should be Zed because it makes a z noise. It doesn't make a z noise. You don't go, oh, I have a zeeper and it's a zombie. It's a zombie. Zombie. It's a zipper. You know? So it should be Zed, technically. But I'm also not gonna say zebra. I'm gonna say zebra. What's the history, boy? Oh, of that? Here. Okay. I'll cut back to that in a minute. Somebody remind me. But first, I want to finish what I was going to say about the Canada thing. Is that, yeah, we're actually threatening their territory, and water wars are being threatened at the time. It's a whole thing. You know, the vice president kind of low-key said that we were bumping up our military just to, for the sake of water, or like potential water wars. And I was like, aren't our like good allies the ones with the water though? Why would we need to? Why are we claiming to be the ones to protect the Great Lakes? They own most of them. Kamala? Kamala? We tried to do it twice before. We lost both times. When will we learn? When will we learn? Our actions have consequences. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. But yeah, so it's like this whole thing where we're threatening that in some ways, but we're not the only ones. Also, so is Russia. Russia, for the last, I think since 2014, has been doing like flybys up there. And Canada, who doesn't, so far as I've ever been able to tell, doesn't put a lot of money into their military. Fun fact, at the end of World War II, Canada was the 3rd largest navy in the world. You know that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that till I it's just like I ended up learning that, I think, from a trivia quiz. But yeah, at the end of World War II, they were the 3rd largest navy in the world. It's not that big anymore. But yeah, so like they don't have any like destroyers or aircraft carriers or anything like that. So like, so they somewhat fell behind. But apparently, somewhere in like the end of 2014, 2015, they see, that's the thing. 1812 was so messed up. We only won that because of like the most wild, literally you could call act of God type thing that ever happened, where it wasn't just us who said it, they said it happened too, so I have to presume it happened, where the British were like, yeah, that happened. Was apparently 5 tornadoes touched down in DC. 5 at once? I am being /SRS. You can Google it. Apparently that's what happened, and that's what, because at the time, not to get into 1812, but at the time, James Madison fled DC, went to somebody's house. It was raining in the lead up to like the storms and tornadoes, and it was raining, and he went to a farmer's house and asked for shelter, and they turned him away. He's like, I'm the president. They're like, I don't care, get out of here, you're gonna get a shot. Like, this poor, oh my god, James Madison just fleeing. But yeah, the only reason they dipped, also the British were like really kind about it, or like not like, gentlemanly, I guess is the way to do it, how they conducted themselves. Like they didn't want to, they were, even though they burnt down the White House, they specifically had orders not to touch the Patents Office or stuff like that. Any bureaucracy that had to do with the commonplace man or like stuff of like business and stuff like that, because it was purely just an issue with the American government they had. So they were like, no, we don't really want anything with that. Also, to their credit, the British tried at the end of the War of 1812, which was like 1815 or so, or 1814 or 15 or something like that. The British had tried to negotiate what is modern day Michigan and I think Wisconsin, but at the very least Michigan, modern day Michigan, was meant to be sectioned off and given to the native tribes that helped the British during 1812. And it was meant to be given to them as like their own independent country. Did I just walk into a history lesson? Oh yeah, you did. So it was meant to be given as like its independent country. But the British pushed for it for a bit, but had to give up on it because the Americans were like, at the time, like we totally refused to give it to them. Yo, fools! Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So we refused. We said no, we're not giving any of our territory to the natives. And the thing is, because Napoleon, and that's why I'm laughing a bit, is because my name, because Napoleon Bonaparte was still such a problem in Europe at the time, they had orders from on high of basically like, listen, just get it settled. We need to They were fighting us with like 2 arms tied behind their back. 1812 is like Napoleon controls Europe at this point. Like that is so far into the Napoleonic wars and stuff like that. Like this man is unbeatable at this point. It's genuinely considered unbeatable. And like, the British are like, listen, we're not committing like anything to this war in the States. Oh my god. So it's like this whole thing. You telling me I could have not been American? Darn missed opportunity. Yeah, 100%. Nap, crazy idea. What if we gave back all the land back to the natives? Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pays off. What if we actually went with the Supreme Court decision that happened? Fun fact for those who don't know, oh my god, I'm blanking on the name. No, please. Big heads in the Mount Rushmore. Jesus. So Mount Rushmore is actually like, this is really tragic history actually. It's actually it's an unfinished monument, never finished, because the artist who made it, the only reason. Okay, sorry, this is really rambly because there's so much to know about Mount Rushmore. Real quick history on Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore was made by an absolutely insane artist who like wanted to actually use the heads to hold the Declaration of Independence and like the gold reserve for the US. Like they wanted to put everything we have in there. They were like, that'll be the safe. It was sacred land. It still is. And that's the thing, like it's deeply sacred too. It's not even just like from what I've read, it's not just like, oh, it was like an important burial ground. It's like a super important like site. It's like their like Mecca kind of thing in some ways. But anyway, Mount Rushmore though is not complete because it was meant to have their full bodies done, but also Teddy Roosevelt is only on Mount. Listen, you look at it and like them or hate them, but you know, you see George Washington, okay, first president, sure, first president, everybody loves him, why not? Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration, sure, important, first transfer of power president, you know? So sure. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, of course. Gotta get Honest Abe. Why is Teddy Roosevelt there? What did Teddy do? He was friends with the artist. And that's why he's on Mount Rushmore. It's not because he did anything. It's not because the public voted and was like, oh, Teddy Roosevelt is so great, I want him immortalized. Oh my god. Anyway, in the 80s, the tribe, which I think it's Blackfoot. I'm so sorry if it's not. That is totally on me if I'm misremembering that. I think it's a Blackfoot tribe. Anyway, took that land seizure because they never sold it. They were given it, and then it was just taken. And they accused that it was wrongly taken. It was wrongly taken from them. It was theirs by treaty, and it was wrongfully taken by them by the American government. And they went in the 80s went up all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ruled in favor of them. The natives won their case. But because it had been made into a quote national monument, because it was made into a national monument of significant importance, basically what the court ruled was, well, we can't give it back because, you know, it's a tourist place. So they ruled that they will instead be awarded $3.8 billion. And this was in like 1980 money. So like, it's like what? Near 20 billion today? Because to this day, that money has never been claimed. It belongs to the Lakota Sioux? Is it Sioux? I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. But yeah, no, 100% like, my bad. That's who it belongs to. I presume you Googled it. But yeah, so that money to this day remains not claimed because they've said, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. They just want their land back. It's like we were like, yeah, I know you guys want Mecca back, but no, we made it something new, and we like that more. Also, welcome back, Pink. Mr. Pink's holding the puppy. Let's go. So yeah, that's kind of a tragic history with that. It ain't Teddy Roosevelt. It's Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt in the museum. Aw, man. Man, I missed them. Robin Williams was great. Robin Williams was so great. America's the bad guy? Shocker! Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so that's the thing. The only reason in 1812 that we ended up, that also we call it a draw. They'll teach you in school. They'll be like, oh yeah, either some will say we won, but others will be like, oh yeah, it was a draw. No, it wasn't. We surrendered to their terms. We were able to push back a bit because they had to go deal with Napoleon in Europe. And we only call it a victory because we say that we sank, which we did. Oh God, what's the ship called? I forget what ship. Anyway, it's a British ship. We sank this British ship off the coast of like New Orleans 2 weeks after the war was over. That ship thought the war was over because it had left the port and the war was over, but word didn't arrive down south as of yet. So when they fired, even though we thought we were at war, we weren't. So in that case, no, we didn't win nothing. We didn't win the last battle. They weren't fighting. It wasn't meant to be a battle. Oh my God. It's the same way, like, call that postscript. My God. Remember the Congress said legally you had to stop killing data. Jackson said, nah. Yeah. Hey, you want to know the real kicker? Which I'm not going to get too much into because I know it's a way more, it's even in the academic field, it's a touchy subject. I've watched like 50-year-olds fisticuffs over this one. This one's like a bold thing that like you'll have some people throw hands. It's not good. It's actually maybe I just shouldn't say it. As much as I will say, how can I phrase it? That's gonna not really get into it. Long story short, one of the major reasons for us starting the Revolutionary War was not necessarily taxation without representations. There might be more to that conversation that we don't really teach in our schools. We don't really tell anybody. because we don't want people to know. But it is a fairly decent, especially over recent documents, like within the last 20 years, documented thing that like, oh no, there was a totally different reason that really set everybody off. Okay. So like, some argue that it was to keep slaves. Sort of. The British, okay, listen, I don't care if you get offended. It's history. I'm sorry, it's history. Long story short, the British were pretty chill at this point. It was so how do I frame this? Okay, so post the 7 Years' War, which we had with France. We had it with France, the various native tribes that backed the British at that time, us, because we were still the colonies, that helped us. Basically, the British promised in like to have them come on side to help us, because the natives largely helped the French for the most part. More like the native tribes had a way better relationship with the French than they did with the English. That's categorically true in all places, particularly up north in the French province of Canada, Quebec. Yeah, Quebec. I think it's Quebec. Technically, I don't think it's meant to be Que. I think it's Ke, like Quebec. Could be wrong. Did the 7 Years' War actually last 7 years? Yeah, it was. Hence the name, 7 Years' War. Well, okay, that's a matter of, you know what? That gets into some other stuff. We're just saying it. We're gonna say yes. We're gonna say yes. I mean, Tyler, I have those letters if you wanted them read. Like, I have those letters currently right at my desk. For reasons. No, because I just have a book that has those letters in it. Anyway, but no, what I was gonna say is, yeah, so basically the British in heavy for the native tribes that did help them, they made a deal. They said, listen, we won't go past the borders of the current 13 colonies that exist. All the rest of the territory here is totally for you. It's on you. Like it's for you. We won't invade your hunting grounds. We won't do anything like that. He stole them like the Declaration. So true, King. So true. But no, so that's what we told them. And we said, like, absolutely, like, we will not push further out. We won't colonize further. We're gonna cut it. And we're not gonna let the colonial governors do it either. It was a whole thing. And that's what the king promised. King George III was like, yeah, deal. Well, the colonies didn't so much like that. Also, the taxation without representation is also not really true. So for instance, like, all that we got taxed at was the going rate that everybody was taxed at. But all prior to the 7 Years' War, because we were colonies still getting started, we had much lower taxes than anywhere else. And then they couldn't raise them during the war. You know, it's a war. But then afterwards, they basically were like, well, you know, everyone else pays this rate. You guys are kind of up and running now, and we just spent so much money fighting the French for you. So you're gonna have to pay up. You're gonna have to start paying at the same tax rate as everywhere else. India, South Africa, like all these other places. Like, you have to start paying the same one. Yo, Ray, what's up, dude? We didn't like that. So it was just, one, we were just being set at the same tax rate that was meant to be what we were at already. But two, while Britain kept its word, you say they lied, they didn't. Britain kept its word. Britain said, no more. And so there was a lot of push and shove back and forth of, you can't keep doing this. We will send forces. You can't keep colonizing out further. We promised. It's the treaty we made. We want a good relationship. Because the colonies were getting really expensive to maintain anyway. It was like a bad deal all around. It was like, we can't afford to expand to begin with. But two, like, we promised we wouldn't. So the Americans, or well then, the people who declared themselves Americans and then started this revolution, in large part, one of the major contributing factors was the fact that they wanted to be able to keep colonizing and keep taking land and keep killing natives, basically. Like, they did not like that because they saw there was some fear, even amongst particularly religious preacher groups, that that the British might seek to give equal status in colonial society to the native people. That their governors might extend these rights and they might become just as honorific as any other war hero type deal. And it's like, yeah. So to us today, it'd be like, yes, as they should. But back then, that was a genuine fear. And so that is one of the major contributing factors as to why we ended up breaking off from Britain. We're like, well, can't have that. So yeah, it's this whole thing. I have to go to sleep. Bye. Bye, Clara. Gotta love out. Yeah, we taxed Puerto Rico. Yep. You know, it's so wild to me how many people, and listen, I don't want to get into this with anybody. It's wild to me how many people, though, here will be like, yeah, but they don't want to be a state. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. I've met people from Puerto Rico who say both, okay? It's a debate there as well. But overwhelmingly, it is on a census basis, they seem to want to become a state to get the benefits of being a state, because there are benefits. And we're just like, no, they don't. They don't want to. It's like a clear vote of like, I think it's like 67% have voted in a clear favor of joining as like an official state. But like, we aren't allowing it. We're like, no, that doesn't seem right. Like, no, can't be. You're crazy. You're crazy kids. Do not have a two-party system. Okay, Washington. Let's do a two-party system. Oh my god. Oh man. How's work going? Slow. Oh my god. Ray, I hope you're doing well. So yeah, it's just like wild part of history. Anyway, so that's the thing that I watched like an actual fist fight, because there's this mythology of this idea of founding father, because these people went from revolutionary to founding father really quickly. Also, we should not get into this deeply. I've said it before. I maintain forever the American Revolution is one of the least revolutionary revolutions to ever happen. It barely changed anything about how society was actually run. It changed almost nothing in general, in practice, because you know what? The rich got richer, and in general, it should not be considered a revolution, really, outside of just getting rid of the people who ran their government. It was not really revolutionary. The French Revolution was far more revolutionary. It ended not so revolutionary, but it began. It through its mid part, it was pretty revolutionary. Woo! Yo, Amber Nicole, thank you so much for the follow, man. Hope you're doing well. How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hope you're doing well. It's easier to teach the propaganda of America. Be in a good place if you lie about the history. Yeah, it's wild to me how many people talk about the Alamo like it's a good thing. It is genuinely like, what? Excuse me? American War of Independence. Yes, of course. Would not like how the oh yeah, no, they'd hate it. Life's great. Yo, I mean, 2 kids have fur. Oh, are they cats? Are they dogs? Or are they hunters who went out and then got themselves some fur pelts? Could be any of the. Could be anything really. It'd be kind of more wild if they were like caveman people who were like, I'm out here. I'm hunting. Cats. Aw, that's cute. Aw, man. Any particular kind, or just like pound cats? Do you guys say pound, or do you say shelter? Like when you guys say, like, do you say, oh, it's a pound dog, or do you say it's a shelter dog? Or like cat, or whatever. Like what do you call the play? Or do you have both? Because technically both can exist. Remember the Alamo, bruh. It's so stupid. Shelter, interesting. Rescue. That's another one. Other people say rescue. Rescue, it's a rescue animal. Interesting. I feel like the word pound is definitely going, like, it's going out of the common vernacular. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like in general that's like not used as much. Not because people aren't getting it, but like because the place you're getting from is much nicer than what like the idea of what the Pound used to be, which is like was not a good place. But you know, it's the same people who are like, oh yeah, beat him like a dog, and I'm like, why are you beating a dog? I'm like, why is this a frame of reference? Oh, to the Minnesota State Fair, you say, yo, Pog? Did you get anything fun to eat? Did you get like a corn dog or anything? I always thought that there was a difference. Like a pound is where dogs taken by animal control, when the shelter is where animals are given up by owners. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm a fool, but so far as I've ever been able to tell, they're kind of like synonyms. I think they do technically have slight differences, but in general, it's like pretty one for one, if that makes sense. Shelter, because most of the dogs have been born using strays or taken off unsavory people. Yeah. Fair. Alright, I'm gonna need to add another little stand. I don't have any dirt on me. I do need dirt for this. Or I guess, you know what, I could break it there. I could cut that. I was gonna go all the way that way, but you know what, I could actually like bleed it here and have this kind of be the pillar that's in like, yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna break it here, and then I'm gonna do like I'm gonna raise that part of the land way higher. Yeah, I think we're gonna terraform it that way. Place of safety. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, is like a lot of shelters are quite a lot like pounds. And so I'm like, I don't know if that is the case, or if it's like just got a better it's just got a better PR team, you know what I mean? Like a pound's just like a shelter but with PR. Back to work now. Bye, Ray. I hope you have a good rest of your shift. Bye. Don't get in trouble for watching me. I hope Ray doesn't get in trouble because they're like watching a Twitch stream at work. I feel like that's probably a no-no. I don't know why. Something tells me, you know. Promise. Okay, good. I was concerned. I was like, I hope they're not like in trouble, because like probably in trouble. It probably wouldn't be good. Oh, you know what's sick, by the way? Total sidebar. So my friend sending me a bunch of maps. So like I just remembered because I was because we were talking about America Found and all these other things. What are you building? I am building a bridge within a larger city that I'm kind of building, that eventually it's hard to explain right now, I guess, but eventually under here is gonna be a road that has like shops on either side, so it's gonna be like double tiered, and I wanted to build this bridge up to a different area that's over there. There's like the park and the industrial section and the docks and all these other things. So yeah, it's a bridge in a section of the city. But anyway, my friend's gonna send me a bunch of maps because they found a bunch of old maps at like a little bookstore they have in Europe, because my friend lives in Europe. Anyway, they were like telling me about it. They're like, oh yeah, so like you'll probably like them, but like I remember they messaged me. They're like, oh, actually, are you sure you want them? And I was like, oh, why wouldn't I? And they're like, well, I don't know, man. They're only like 80 years old. They're not like all that special. And I was like, huh? Like, they're just 80 years old, so they only detail things from like a little over 80. Like, they were done up 80 years ago, and then they show like a pre-1900s Africa and stuff like that. Like that's what it's of the world pre-1900, so like in the 1890. And they're like, I don't know, man. I was like, you realize that is more than 1/3 of my country's existence, right? Like you realize my country hasn't existed for like that's 1/3 of how long this whole nation's life cycle's been. And you're like, it's not very long. I'm like, it's kind of long. It's kind of long to me. I'm like, you do realize only 80 years, nothing special. Exactly, but it's such a disconnect that I have with them all the time of like how old everything is in Europe, man. I'm like, oh my God, that's ancient. They're like, no, it's only like 200 years old. It's like a nothing. But like they've talked about a building as though they were, I was like, oh my God, that's so gorgeous. It's so old. And they're like, it's not old. I was like, new. I was like, when was it built? And they're like, I don't know, like 1812 or whatever. And I'm like, what? Because like that would be like a historical site for us. But then they're like, it's just, you know, the old pub. But they like have genuine taverns that were built in like 14 something. You know what I mean? So it's this wild just disconnect from what is otherwise considered very old by everybody else. I fell. Guys, I fell. It's not okay. It's not meant to be this way. I need that dirt. Yeah, exactly. They were like, it's like 200 years old. Who cares? And I'm like, I care. They were like, oh yeah, they had to like transform this part of my universe. Oh, it's gonna be a lawsuit. It's gonna be a lawsuit from me. Oh. You're a menace. Why are you like this, Gumba? What did I do to you? Oh my sweet Jesus. My man is just out here like, oh, watch what I can do. As I just get absolutely like melted. Oh my God. But yeah, it's like this whole, I don't know, it's this whole ordeal where they were like, yeah, my university room's like in this. And they'll show me like this Gothic chapel. And I'm like, you're in a church? They're like, no, it's, I don't know, it's just an old building. I'm like, well, then they like they tell me where it is. And I look it up and I'm like, that was built in like 1502. That is so old. That is like, that's the Renaissance. I was like, what? That is still a Renaissance, my friend. What do you mean? This building was made when Leonardo da Vinci was alive. Excuse me? And I'm like, no big deal. I'm like, what do you mean, no big deal? I'm having a big deal about this. My God. Too powerful, man. Too powerful. Europeans, man. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They be wildin'. They're out here being absolutely wacky, you know? They know what they're doing. They know. They know. They just don't want to say. Use when I live, wait, sorry. I like to imagine that I'm a chaotic deity of insanity, like Shuragoth. Oh my God. You know what? I mean, it fits. Because you're slowly driving me insane. Ah! My dirt! I'll come after you! I got it. Oh, thank God. That could have been bad, guys. Whew. Saved it. Dodged a bullet there. Woo! Could have been bad. Oh, wait! I do find stuff interesting, but not that bad. I mean, that's my point. Like, people are just like, oh yeah, it's just an old building. It's just, because it's what they're used to. But like, the oldest building I think I can go see is like, at most from like the late 1700s, early 1800s. Like, that is the earliest thing I could go see. And even then, it's rare that those are kept. Like, our old buildings, like the stuff that we're like, oh my god, it's so old, and be like, oh, they used to really know how to build stuff back in the day. It's from like 1920. I'll go look at at a building that's got like a distinct top, and I'll be like, that's gorgeous. I love that style, Art Deco, my beloved. But then like afterwards, I'm just like, yeah. And then I talk to my friend, and they're like, yeah, that's so new. Wereplant, I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue you for personal damages. This is Napoleon the 7th v Wereplant. We got beef now. We've got beef, you know? How is that a dox? Lots of places have Art Deco buildings. Art Deco was big. That's not a dox at all, man. You're crazy. You're insane. I need more dirt. No. You can tap me anytime. I'm always ready to throw down, little man. I literally could throw you so far. Art Deco cool, but Art Nouveau is cool. I don't know. I don't know, man. Ooh, I don't know. I like Art Nouveau. I missed the dox. I didn't dox. All I said was I like Art Deco buildings. That's not a dox. Come on. I didn't do nothing. Do you guys not like Art Deco? Oh, you guys are just so above it. You guys saw The Great Gatsby and were like, I hate it. L. Art Nouveau is pretty good. I also quite like, I'm a big fan, hence the Napoleon. I'm a big fan of the like neoclassical revival period, and like particularly like this attention to both neoclassicalism, but also like this like imperial building style. It's just very grand. I'm not saying I like Empire. I'm saying that there's a grandeur to it. The price that comes for that grandeur, as far as we've ever done, too much. But it's interesting to see the outcomes anyway. Is all I'm saying. Just so when I go to VidCon, I can show up perfect cosplay of your Minecraft dude and body in a video game. Oh my god. Oh, and body you in a video game. Even if it was Street Fighter, I would absolutely obliterate you. I don't think you understand. I would Hadouken you, and you would simply go flying. Pink, you don't understand. I'm gonna melt you. It's gonna be like, there's gonna be somebody like MJ's gonna be in a circle around it, and MJ's gonna be the kid in the circle. It's like, she's already dead. Stop. That's what's gonna happen. Obliterated in a video game. Where is all my dirt? I swear to God, I have some. I do have dirt. Yes, grand. Yes. Wunderbar. Yes. Oh, look at that. Oh. Look at a little chicken. Oh, look at him flap his little wings. Damn the cat. Other chicken. The chicken over here? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, what a cute little guy. What a cute little chicken. Huh. Yeah. Cute little guy. All right. Anyway, Do the chickens have name? Friedrich. They're all named Friedrich though. Every chicken name is Friedrich. What book? I don't think I have a book. Oh, this one. Oh, it's yeah, it's just coordinates. It's just like various coordinates for different things, like, you know, like the Nether portal and the like. But yeah. Yo, half moon, let's go. I gotta snooze. What, at Dave's? Yeah, we can go see Dave. The main reason on why you won't win Napoleon with PvP is because my OC/me is a freaking massive. See, I would just win. I'm a god. I'm just so powerful. Okay, yeah, we're going to the Lectern book. We're going to the Lectern book. All right, let's go see Dave. Hello, David. Oh, actually, let me just throw this over here. David! Dude, what's up, man? How you been? That good, huh? Alright, fair enough, fair enough. You anything fun as of late? You know, you just been vibing out? Yeah, I know. Well, actually, we're probably gonna do some work on the back part. Yeah, because I'm hoping to get you moved in here, actually. So we're probably gonna start some work on the back part of your house. Well, you know, I would love to be able to get you into the new place, into the full size of your place and everything like that, you know? I don't know. I think it's pretty important. I think it's a good move. Well, I'm gonna need... Yeah, well, exactly. I want to do a bit more work in the basement, add some more stuff. Is there anything else you want in there? Yeah, I can do that. All right. In general, because you're pretty fine with the rest. But like for that part, I think I'm gonna expand a few things, and beyond that, nah, it should be fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Hey, David. You been talking to anybody lately? Like Soup or anything? Oh, no, I was just curious. No, I just have him on assignment. Nothing. But, well... No, nothing. I was talking to him about carpentry for like some of the areas that I'm building for your stuff and stuff like that. That's all. But yeah, I'll get right on it. All right, Dave. Keep doing some research, and I'll see you later. Yeah, I'm gonna start working more on your house, man. Bye. Whoop. Oh, David, silly little goose. Silly little goose. Okay, so I need to do that. I'm gonna add. Yeah, we'll probably just do spruce. Or not spruce. We'll probably just do. Well, no, you know, yeah. Let's do. Oh, actually, yeah. Let's do spruce. Let's do spruce for the ceiling. I like that. Do spruce for the ceiling. Get some lanterns, maybe there on like the corner stuff like that, or maybe like a chandelier in the middle. Nah, yeah. Let's do some lanterns. Get that middle part done. We'll break down this wall eventually. Probably add some more siding. Down this way. Yeah, he's got storage there. Yeah, we'll probably, you know what, actually we're gonna fill this one in because we're gonna eventually have the staircase probably here. No, because that's like here, if we did a staircase this way, it's like stair, stair. Yeah, no, see, that's not gonna work. Well, actually, it might, yeah, because then that doesn't have to be that way. Yes, because then that's that way now after that. So that could work. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. All right, we'll leave that like that for now. Then this stairway down to here. Oh, yes, I had not finished down here yet because I had planned a number of little expansions. All right, let me go get the stone cutting tool and we'll bring it down from over there, and then we can probably get to work. I'll put one of the chests over there too, I think. I forgot this filter. I was like, why the glass? Well, the smoker's kitchen. You don't need to cook food? You don't cook food? Oh, right, yeah, you don't. I forgot about that. People need to cook food, man. It's kind of like a pretty important part of the whole, like, you know, mortal thing. Kind of like, it's kind of a pretty big deal about it, honestly. And put that in that. And like that. Like that. No, I hate that. I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe, and then I quickly realized how god awful that looked, and I was like, no, I don't think so. I need some slabs. Probably only need the two, but do that, then. Don't need any of that. Well, I guess we do need to. Oh, yeah. Let's just not worry about that bit there. And you know what? Yeah. Pink can't cook. Pink doesn't know how to cook. That's what I've decided. Canon. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Pink can't cook. Yep. Elbows ratio, can't cook. So this is gonna be a work of art, Chad. This is gonna be a work of art. Don't even worry about it. I'm sorry, I got so quiet there for a minute. I was just totally thinking. See, this is why I try to plan build in advance of it. But like for this, I was like, you know what? I don't even know what I would plan because I've not built this off stream or whatever. So I was like, I just don't want to plan it. we'll just absolutely wing it, because why not? You know, why not? Why not? Why not? Who's gonna stop me? Nobody. Nobody. I need deep sleep. Let me go grab some. I'll grab some from the mine. That should be pretty quick. Bro. Cooking many times. You can't just headcanon them not cooking. Wait, what? Middle block was different than the stairs. I'm so confused. I'm not sure what design we're talking about at this point. Meow. Gonna get some deep sleep. And that should work. I think that'll help. Oh, I turned down the music. I forgot about that. I was like, why am I not hearing any music? I'm not hearing music. Yeah, it should be good. Perfect. 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 Oh man. Oh man. You know what's wild to me, by the way? Okay, so I'm not sure how many of you, if any, skateboard at all, or like use anything like that, or like go to skate parks or anything like that. Because like what's interesting to me is like the sheer volume of people who are just genuinely constantly mad at, like, get so angry at skateboarders. Like I do not understand. I'm like, why is it like they will try to like assault you? It's like wild. They'll like try to break your stuff. Like if you've ever seen that video of like the people doing tricks on those stairs, and then like lady like throws her flower box off of her like off of her balcony onto the kid, and I'm like, bro, you could have just killed that man. He's just, what is it hurting you? They're like, I don't like it. Why don't you like it? Chill. What do you mean? You good, homie? Like, what is wrong with you? People are just wild in these days, man. It's absolutely nutty. Ooh, actually, you know what? Maybe if I... What if I do something a little different? What if I do... And I slap it there, and then I go... People do that with motorcycles and bicycles too. Yeah, it's weird though. The boomers have lead poisoning, and that's why it's so crazy. Honestly, I believe it. I think I first heard that. I think it was from Markiplier. Honestly, I believe it. I'm like, you know what? He making sense. I'm like, he not wrong. That kind of tracks. Whatever that like whether or not that's a good or bad thing, I'm not gonna say. But like, you know, like it's one of those scenarios where you're like, you know. I'm not saying yes, like not yes, but also not no, not the worst thing he's ever come up with. You know what I mean? Honestly, I don't even think the mild lead poisoning from gas even an out there theory. It's really not like the lead poisoning from, well, also just like all the paint and stuff like that, asbestos. Like there's just so much stuff that we're like all talking now, like how toxic it is and like how no one should ever have it, like, or consume it. And so I'm kind of like, you know, not to sound absolutely bonkers, but that kind of would explain some things of like why, with like how irrational it is. You're like, this feels, especially when they're like people that you knew were rational at one point, so now you're like, what happened? What went wrong? Like, it's tragic, don't get me wrong. I'm just, for me, I'm genuinely constantly wondering, like, I'm like, what went wrong here? You know what I mean? It's like, what occurred to make you so vicious about things? And so, like, despotic's not even the right word, but you know what I mean? Like, so horrendous. Like, guys, chill. It doesn't need to be this way. Why do you care so much? What happened to peace and love? Wasn't that like the whole shtick? Wasn't the whole thing like peace and love? But no, the real anti-peace and love for the peace and love generation, you know that? I'm like, I feel like maybe you lost some of your mojo. You know? So it's just kind of like this interesting little dynamic where I'm like, I don't know. Boomers have lead poisoning. We have microplastics. I mean, they have the microplastics too. That's the thing. They didn't escape the microplastics. We might be the most sober generation ever, but it doesn't mean we're the least poisoned. Yeah, fair. Also, there's a certain news source, using the term very loosely, that definitely has a negative impact on their thinking. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. Propaganda is certainly a major issue in that scenario. I just find it fascinating beyond that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it feels like it's gotta be more. It feels like it's gotta be more. Because these are people who you're like, you were a rational actor. Something happened. Something happened to cause this issue. I don't know what. But like, it has to have been something. Because it feels like it can't just be as it is. But then again, maybe I'm just searching for an answer that can't happen. That's a pain. Did not realize that would come up there. Oh, that's a pain, man. That's a pain. We'll beautify it up there later. But for now. Then we gotta go over here, and then I understand the man's never gonna use chest. Believe me, I know. I like the aesthetic of having the chest room. Yeah, let's toss that. I think it's a nice aesthetic. I think it's cool. No, don't do me like that. Come on. There we go. Wait, did that stay separate? It did because I shifted. It did because I shifted, which, you know what? Fair enough. Can't complain. All right, perfect. Dave would use them if you brought him more trinkets. Okay. If I was there, I'd bring him so many trinkets, and you know what? He'd hate you for it. He would send you to the abyss. He'd be like, how dare you? He don't trust you a lot. I feel like you guys have never made that clear enough. He has no trust for a lot of you. Yeah, trust you about as far as he can throw you. Let me tell you, Dave can't throw very far. Not his fault. He does his best. Won't hurt my feelings. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god. Nether trip for shiny trinkets. There is a plan to go to the Nether. There is a plan. We intend to go back. I need to give MJ a breather, man. I can't just instantly force MJ back into that scenario again. You know, that's not healthy. I know what to do with that. I know exactly what to do with that. Oh my good gracious, I know exactly what to do with that. I'm gonna make some pretty pictures for Dave. I'm gonna, just you wait. Just you wait. Rude, is it though? I can't give you a heart attack like that. My form is weightless. He could throw me. Oh, I never even read, it's Tyler, I never even read the saucy letters. My god. I still could, they're just up there, but. Oh no, Hastings, not such a good idea. I'm sure it's a terrible idea, you know? It wouldn't prove anything. It would be so circumstance. No one would ever suggest here that two historical figures could have actually been lovers when in fact, we all know they were just close friends. Occasional bedfellows because, you know, they need to be. They needed to share a bed because, I don't know, it's a trope. It was the war. It was the war caused it. Nothing else. Oh, don't look into it. I don't even need this. Gabagool. Good friends, roommates, besties. Oh my god, they were bedfellows. Good heavens. Great Scott. Bedfellows, Benjamin. Bedfellows. You hear that right? You absolutely heard that right. They were bedfellows. It's extraordinary. Up where they play all day in the sun. Can't you sleeping? Yeah. I painted this for you, Dave. No shot. I call it a princess captured. What do you think? Chat, how do we feel? How do we feel? Yes, chat, how do we feel? How do we feel? I worked hard. I worked hard on this for David. I thought it felt fitting. Come on, I thought it was good for him, you know? You want him to have this one? You want him to have this bad boy? I like the idea that Dave's a librarian. He's like, then he puts away his book. He goes, all right, time for that. He just comes down here, just magnificent. He just comes and he sits. He comes and he sits here. He goes, oh, yes. Yes. Bro, was that Napoleon the Sixth? Oh my god. For now, yeah, sure, I guess. I guess for now. No! Don't do that! I'm gonna have it! I am like so, I feel like I'm so low energy today. Like I know I've been like ranting about history. I just feel like I'm very low energy today. Sorry about that. I'm a little tuckered. I didn't sleep, so oh well. But I've been having fun. I've been having a blast streaming. I feel like I keep getting quiet when I don't mean to be. Oh, the valley, oh, shadow down, and I fear no evil, 'cause I'm blind to it all. Out of my they come for me, but I know I hear my enemy when it goes. Could I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I fear no evil, 'cause I'm blind to it all. When I burn to me, and I know you my enemy when it goes. But I'm of the shadow of death. Nice. I kind of wanted to do spruce, but I kind of wanted to do spruce. I feel like that might be too harsh of a contrast. I don't know, especially because I wanted to be one block up, but it's a log right at the top, and I feel like that doesn't look good to have the log wrap around. You know what I mean? Like that's where it should be. That's where the floor for the next floor should be, because it'd be anchored into those logs. I don't know. Yeah, I think spruce will look better. It's just softer. It's like it's so harsh. This is what I mean when I say like I like dark oak, but I just can't use it. I don't know. There's very rarely a time, unless it's like a floor of a basement, there's very rarely a time where I'm like, you know what? Dark oak, I need that. I need dark oak right now. It's not useful. It's not very good to me. I was gonna say, yeah, somebody on TikTok had asked, they were like, oh, could you make some Elder Scrolls content? Or like, would you ever consider? And I was like, huh. I'd never consider, like I shouldn't say never. I have considered at times, like for those who might have ever seen like, I think she still does it. I think it's still her whole channel is that, but she, like you'll occasionally see her, like a TikTok from her, and I don't know her name, but she just like, she starts every video with Witcher fact. And then she like tells you like a fact about the Witcher series. Because there's just so much that you could tell. Like it's a genuine, it has history. it's a lot easier to tell the lore of other games than Minecraft, because Minecraft's a lot more piecemeal. But like, yeah, like here I could use dark oak as like a, because I wanted the contrasted ceiling. But anyway, so she does that all the time, and I'm like, well, I could do that. In the same way I could do that for like Warhammer and all these other things, but I feel like I'm so, not like sealed and like I have to do Minecraft, but I feel like that's just such my brand, for lack of a better word, is doing Minecraft things. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird. Drawing left-handed because Puck is asleep on my right wrist complaining, but this is definitely not a problem I mind. Fair. Aw, cute little Puck. Oh, speaking of other things, because I was gonna say Warhammer was one of those things that like I've considered doing like lore for, because there's just so much, but then I'm like, nah, it's not really my thing. But in terms of streaming, I'm a lot more willing to do that kind of thing. But I don't know, TikTok's just a lot more kind of about Minecraft. But then in terms of streaming, you do Minecraft because it's the only game you live in long enough to get lore. Bro, what? Oh my god. The well, what I was gonna say was actually, even though I'd mentioned before the new like Immortal Empires had come out for Total War, Warhammer, and I'd considered streaming it, but I don't think I'll be able to, just because like I've already know, like it's so like load times are already so long when I'm just playing it on my own. Then I'm like, ooh, I feel like this will not go well if I do this, if I stream it, just because like it's already taxing. So I'm like, ooh. See, but that's the thing, I don't care about 40k. I don't know 40k lore. I know Age of Sigmar lore. I don't know 40k lore. I shouldn't say I don't care. It's just I don't know it, and it's not like I'm not big on the like Space Marine side. I'm like way bigger on like Age of Sigmar and Balthasar Gelt and like all these like cool things like that. But yeah, I don't know, because I'm like, I don't know if I could do it or if I should, but also like, yeah, like the Elder Scrolls series is like one that I'm like, yeah, there's still like, there's so much I could do for it. It's like not like I'd be at a loss of like, oh geez, what can I talk about today? It'd be so easy. It'd be like, all right, now I'm going to talk about the Thalmor. Now I'm going to talk about like why the Civil War happened, like what happened to the Old King, like what was the laws being changed. Okay, here's Tamriel. Here's like, there's just so much. There's so many games. But I don't know. What I might do though is I might make a video about other video games. In the sense that on my channel, what I might do is like a video that kind of explores, kind of like the sound design video, but explores game design in other games. Because I do like making videos on game design, and I want to get more deep into it and actually get into the nitty gritty of it. Like for that one, I even stated, I'm like, yeah, I don't do too much of the nitty gritty. Like I think at most I tell you a bit about the mood algorithms, and I tell you a bit about like how they put in all these ambient sounds and like all these other things, and like the choices that they made and why those choices are made. Yo, Weepking, what's up, dude? Works. It works. Oh my god. Listen, I'm not saying like the Space Marine one is awful or anything. I'm just saying it's not really my cup of tea. But in my defense, I forgore. Well, then somebody didn't see my add everyone in chat. SMH. What's the point of adding everyone if all 200 people don't show up to my stream, guys? Come on. I don't even get like, I don't even think it's like a rare day I hit like 30. Oh man, it's so funny to me. There's like a lot of people who are like pretty active. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying this as like I'm poor Napoleon. Oh man, it absolutely isn't. It's such an interesting thing to me. How many people are in that Discord? I'm like, how many of you are just like forgotten this place exists, but you still get the ping because you can't shut off the add everyone ping. So they're still pinged by that constantly, but they don't, like, they haven't left. So I don't know, maybe they're like, maybe their Discord's like just always full and they don't notice. Like maybe they have like 1 million pings already. I don't know. You're right. I mean, I would say if I had 3,000 and the chat was still moving at the speed it was, they would be bots. Like, but don't get me wrong, my chat, like, for our size, we are a lot more of a communicative chat than a lot of other streamers I've noticed. There's streamers will join and they'll have like 50 people in, and like the chat is dead, and I'm like, huh? Which I don't get. I mean, in fairness, they're a different type of streamer. Their style of streaming is far more in line with I need to go get more spruce. Their streaming is far more in line with like you watch them play the game. Whereas like, I mean, you watch me play Minecraft, but like my chat gets a lot slower when I play something that's not Minecraft, because I'm less like back and forth with you when I'm not playing Minecraft. You know what I mean? Which is also kind of why I wanted to do Immortal Empires, because I was like, that's one I think I could be back and forth on. It has choices, like it could, like choices are presented to you as emperor or whatever you are, a leader of your faction, of like, oh, like you could risk the wrath of these gods, or you could let these people in, or like there's a migration happening. Do you let them in and push them away? Here's the benefits or detriments to both. And like, I thought stuff like that'd be cool to be like, chat, what do we do? And like kind of like build out, because we're so about empire, that we'd actually build out an empire in a game with like battles and stuff like that, because I thought that'd be cool. But I don't know. I think I'd need to wait till I get a better computer to really stream it in any sense of like it'd be worth it. Because even when I'm not streaming, like load times are already pretty bad for games like that. But it takes a while to like load in and out of battles and stuff like that. I'm like, I feel like this is only gonna end badly if I try to stream it. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't set a date yet, by the way, for the Portal stream. It'll probably be a Friday stream. And I'll give you guys, you know what, those who are here, I'll give you guys, this is just between, I don't want to see this be promoted in the Discord, guys. I want this is exclusive. This is on-stream content, all right? Okay? I have had another creator agree to do something with me on the same day I do Portal, and we may or may not, okay, sure, I won't tell you. You know what, I don't believe that. Never mind. I don't trust that. All right. Okay. I'll take you guys' word for it that it won't leak. No leaks, chat. No leaks. You know what pinky swear means? Get your pinky. All right. No leaks. So one person that you guys have seen before on the channel may return, and we may, you know, because Portal 1's a pretty short game. And while I could make it a second sub goal, you know, I don't think I need to. And so there's another game that can be played with 2 people. Draw from that what you will, but you know, so whenever I do set that up, it may end up being a double whammy, and you know, might end up playing 2 games. You know, might play 2 games. Nap Daddy Squadron, dear lord. That man's a braver streamer than I, because he face cam stream. That man has streamed in a maid dress. My god, it was a sub goal. Like, good for him. But yeah, so you know, keep it secret. That's a surprise for when that stream happens. Chat, come on, shh. But yeah, so you know, when that stream happens, I'm just saying we might do a little bit more. I don't know why, but I read that from Pink, and I'm just picturing Pink like typing this in general right now. Just like, my lips are sealed. My fingers, on the other hand, I said I would. Yeah, totally different. Already forgotten. I forgore. Oh my god. But yeah, so that might be in the That might be I'm stealing that line. Oh, okay, yeah. My lips are sealed. My fingers. That's a different question. Entirely. You should have been more specific in what you asked. I am a genie. Oh my god, I love genie logic. Genealogical studies. Oh man. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna play the beginning of an audio. It's an audio that my friend sent me, and I love it. And I want to make it I'm gonna make it probably a sound clip, but I'm gonna have to cut it off before the end because it kind of ends in a way that I'm like, that's not very Napoleon. That's not very Napoleon the Seventh, you know. But I'll play the first part here. 1 second. I'm gonna open it and play the first part real quick. And then I think I will show you guys the Artemis project just because I'm hyped about it.
I've got a peer-reviewed study right here that says,
and that's much. I'm not gonna tell you what it says. I'm not gonna tell you what it says. But that first bit, but the like Duke Nukem of the.
I've got a peer-reviewed study right here that says.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it so much, man. It's so good. It's a classic. It's a classic. I mean, how can you not adore it? How can you not be like 100% for it, you know? Okay. I've got a peer-reviewed study here that says, okay, here, 1 second. We're gonna take a second to switch over. I'll be right back. And then we're gonna watch the Artemis project. If you choose to watch the Napoleon the Seventh channel, you do not get to escape space. I'm sorry. It's a rule. You must see space. It's a requirement. I got a peer-reviewed study here that says then we're gonna hit him with it. Here, I'll put on the music while I finish this. All right. Oh no, enjoyable content. Okay, listen, I don't know. I feel like people really look down on React Andy content, and I'm like, listen, there's lots of things I'd love to show you guys from YouTube, and then I'm like, I feel like I have a genuine playlist on YouTube that I'm like, things I want to show chat. That I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't. I should probably like play a game and actually make content and do stuff, and not just be like, watch what I want to show you guys. Oh my god. Because there's so many things that I'm like, chat would like this. Oh my god. Wow, that's got a lot of words. Too bad I can't read them, or ain't reading them. I love that one too. Oh my god. All right, so that should be good. That should be all lined up. Pause that. And hit transition. Let's roll them.
We are going. The history of this agency is marked with broken barriers, once viewed as impossible.
Woo!
With science fiction turned reality.
We made that kind
with
of
innovations that have spun industries all their own.
Mm-hmm.
And with demonstrations of peace for
It's all videos I want to show you. Oh my god. Yeah, here's their sizzle reel.
We soar in the skies of our home planet. We maintain a human presence.
This guy, I forget his name, which is so bad. He's the head of NASA. He's been like so involved in space since like the 60s. He's ancient, but he's so involved.
We're going back to the moon.
I forget his name.
And this is why.
Why the moon?
The moon is a treasure trove of science.
It holds opportunities for us.
I love that. Any of you who are here for the James Webb stuff, you'll notice so many of these people are like the exact people. Like the exact same people who were doing the no MJ, but they're like the exact same like he was at that conference for like James Webb of what happened with that. So was where'd you go? Where's the moon? Why the moon?
The moon is a
She was the presenter at the. Wait, did we ever watch that? No, I didn't force you guys to watch that. I don't think. I say force. I don't think I ever made you watch the James Webb presentation. I just watched it myself. Anyway, we'll continue. These were all the people
treasure trove of science.
in those
It holds
presentations.
opportunities for us to
So it's
make
cool to see the same
discoveries
people, basically.
about our home planet, about our sun.
And about our solar system.
The wealth of knowledge to be gleaned from the moon will inspire a new generation of thought and action.
Without fail, every
Without
major
a-
program
yeah,
and
it was
mission
like a
NASA has
Thursday.
invested in has led to technologies and capabilities that have shaped our culture.
The breakthroughs of the Artemis era
Also, it
will
was at, like,
define
10
our
a.m..
generation and the generations to follow.
I'm pretty sure it was at like 10 a.m. on a Thursday. It was not like, or like a Wednesday or something like that. Like it was not. I was not going to be live.
That will see hundreds of thousands of new jobs develop around the world.
NASA versus lore.
This is not an ambition of one entity or one country.
That was in
The
Germany.
exploration of the moon is a shared effort.
Woven together by a desire for the greater good.
Yeah.
Why the moon? Because the missions of tomorrow will be sparked by the accomplishments of the Artemis generation today.
One
Because the
sick
ambition
name, the
to
Artemis
go
generation, but
has
two.
already
So
begun.
this sounds really.
Because Mars is calling. We need to look.
This part sounds very like, oh, well, why are we going to the moon? Because we're going to inspire people, which sounds like nothing. But what they mean is that this is a lot of investment into youth programs to get a lot of different people, not just from like high-end, already well-funded schools, but from all over the world to get the current generation, like Gen Z and then like below, into the space, into programs to like get them interested in space and whatnot. So it's like all about cultivating that as well as other things.
Learn what it takes to establish a community on another cosmic shore. So let's camp close before pushing out.
Woo! They made new spacesuits,
And
guys.
so,
They made new
we go to
spacesuits.
the moon now, not as a series of isolated missions,
I'm gonna
but to build a community.
gonna
on
colonize
and
the
around
moon.
capable of proving how to live on other worlds.
Yeah, baby. Why will do, or what will do? Why?
We'll use the lessons from more than 50 years of peaceful exploration to send a new generation to the lunar surface to stay.
We will anchor our efforts on the lunar South Pole to establish the Artemis Base Camp.
Look at that! Look at the mock-up they've made. I want that on the moon. Are you kidding me? That's so sick. Look at that.
Positioning us for long-term science and exploration of the lunar surface.
We will prove what it takes to assemble a complex ship in deep space.
We will perfect descending down to and returning from a distant surface.
We will learn how humans can survive and thrive in a partial gravity environment.
With improved spacesuit designs, mobile habitats, and with reconnaissance robots pre-positioning and relocating supplies.
So sick.
We will learn how to utilize the resources we find on these other worlds, starting with finding
Consider
water ice and purifying
different feelings.
drinkable water.
And refining that into hydrogen for fuel and oxygen to breathe.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that. Listen, this is an important part about like getting new resources. That kid is a paid actor. That kid is being forced at like gunpoint in a video game to say those lines. That is his dad who is there like, you're gonna tell him what we're doing on the program, kid.
Since robots pre-positioning and relocating supplies.
We will learn how to utilize the resources we find on these other worlds, starting with.
Dad, I want to play football though. I want to be a football athlete. I like sculptures and football and and painting.
Finding water ice and purifying drinkable water.
And refining that into hydrogen for fuel and oxygen.
You can see it. You can see. Watch his eyes. His eyes go to a teleprompter. I mean, good for him. Good for him.
Water.
And refining that into hydrogen for fuel
He's reading.
and oxygen to breathe.
We will establish.
Good for him. I hope he loves space. It's not bad. He's like, yeah, of course he's reading. He's a child. But like, I just love that it's like clearly the dude's kid, and he's like, you're gonna say the lines.
Fission power plants on the surface of the moon, capable of supporting a growing community of efforts.
And we will expand the logistics supply chain to enable commercial and international partners
To resupply and refuel deep space outposts.
None of this is
Deep space outposts. That's not the moon. That's the plan to build outposts in deep space. That's so cool, man.
simple. or easy. But nothing in our history ever has been.
The Eagle has landed. You got a bunch of guys about.
I don't know. I mean, it was pretty worth doing to me to go like buy a Hershey's bar. Like Halloween's pretty like easy to do, and it's worth doing. I think you spoke to Zune on that one.
Turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
This kind of continuous lunar presence is a natural extension of all that we've learned in low Earth orbit.
Oh my God.
And what we will accomplish there
It's
will
so sick.
ensure the monumental missions to Mars are within reach. As we ready the launch of the first Artemis mission
in 2 days,
and as commercial companies ready their lunar landers for the first private payload deliveries.
Okay, kind of hate that. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Like that part they say really excitedly, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm only seeing and hearing Hyperion. Like I'm not gonna lie. Listen. The rest of this is sick. I understand why all this happened. They weren't getting funded. They needed to allow private companies in. But like this last line, they say it so like it's meant to be you're hopeful about it. And maybe I'm a problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm not capitalist enough for living here. I don't know. But like the way they say it is so hopeful, and I'm like, that I don't like that though. They're like,
the launch of the first Artemis mission, and as commercial companies ready their lunar landers for the first private payload deliveries, we have already begun.
Don't know how I feel about that.
Take the
Maybe
next
it's fine.
step.
Maybe it's fine. Look at that. That's so sick. It goes off Earth and it goes to the moon. What a great logo. What a sick logo. In fact, you see that on shirts, man? That's awesome. That is a great logo. It's the ship shooting. Oh my God. That's so cool. That's so cool, man. All right, here, let's transition back. Let's transition back. Like, I know, right? Like, that's such a great little logo, man. That's such like an iconic logo. If you go after stream, I highly recommend BBC like recently posted an article that like lets you scroll down and you can watch how the launch is going to go, basically. Like, so as you scroll, different parts fall away from the rocket, from the Artemis, and you can watch like as it builds. It's like a really cool article. It's like interactive in that way. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. But yeah. Can't wait to be evicted into space because I got fired from my space job and can no longer pay rent. Oh my God, no, please don't. Let me have space. No, but for real, that's where I'm at. I'm like, listen, it's cool. I love that you're excited. I love the energy, but you're like super excited for the privatization of space, it sounds like. Which I know you're not. I know you're scientists. I know that's not actually your stick, but like, ooh, you know? But anyway, it's this whole thing. What kind of doors do I want? Well, I know what. Oh, I know what I want to do. I wanted to get Junglewood because I wanted to do Junglewood doors, which I know the orange kind of clashes, but like in general, I'm like, I know the orange clashes, but I like the like. Or no, acacia, I mean, because I like the barred look to it. Like it kind of looks like a, I don't know, it looks like a backdoor door. You know what I mean? Like it looks like a door to a balcony rather than like a proper door. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's coming up to 10 minutes. You know what? We'll probably just wrap up. Like a screen door, exactly like a screen door. Exactly. Well, because all the other doors just feel very heavy, almost, or like clunky inside of a all glass wall. Moyang, where's my glass doors? What do you guys actually think is gonna? I asked this last week, but what do you think genuinely is gonna be the 1.20 stuff? I know a lot of people are starting to like rumor, because of YouTubers, that there's gonna be like an inventory update. But here's the thing. There was a creator summit, which I don't know if you know this. There was a creator summit where a lot of creators, like Phil's of Minecraft himself, they're all NDA. What's the update for Minecraft? So the 1.20 will be the next update, which is numerically a pretty big update. So it might be pretty significant. Hasn't been announced. No, but like Minecraft Live is October. I hope it's a food update. See, I doubt it. I don't think there's a, like, I think that might be cool to fold into something, but I don't foresee them doing a full update on food. You know what I mean? Crops, cooking, etc. They might. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying, like, Stardew Valley does that and stuff like that. Like, that's like that genre, which not really what they build Minecraft to be. I mean, Minecraft can be anything though. So I don't know. I do wish they would add new crops. I hope that we do get like, it's weird. It's weird that we don't have rice. Like, we don't have rice patties. That's weird. Or like a crop that adds color, like tomatoes or something like that. The rice is weird because of how important rice is in our real world diets. Like how much rice feeds a lot of the world. So it's weird that we don't have rice. That we got like beets before we got rice. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, long and the short of it, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it. I know they had a creator summit. People like Phil's of Minecraft and Grian and all these other people went. So I'm like, maybe they did, because they were meant to be asked for feedback. I'm like, maybe they will. Maybe they will. Or maybe they're going to be very subdued because of, I don't know how Minecraft Live's going to go, because they're just going to, you just know there's going to be all these annoying people who are like, how dare this game do, how dare they do what literally every game ever has already done but did at launch, and so it's just a new thing here but is a constant anywhere else. Create a report feature, which literally other games get clowned on if they have bad report features because communities are toxic. Like, well, yeah, but it can be used even on private servers where like the admins of that server don't want it to. Okay, yeah, you're using Minecraft. Oh, well, like, okay. Well, even on my private server with my friends. Okay. So it means your friend reported you. It's not doing it automatically. Your friend did something. Anyway. I digress. I don't want to get into it. I'm not saying it's a perfect system either. I'm not. I'm just saying the outrage is a little overblown. It's a little it doesn't seem very understanding of the position Mojang is likely in. You know? Anyway, though, all that being said, you know, as we wrap it up. Where can I? Yeah, we'll check it out here. I do want to keep. I want to keep the Yeezys on. Woo! So, chat, thank you so much for coming out. I know this was a bit more of a slower stream. This was a bit less of a. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't as energetic as normal. But we're gonna call it here. And well, I highly recommend following me on my socials or joining the Discord. It's a great place to be. You know, the gang likes to do some things. They occasionally do movie nights. Sometimes they do D&D, and who knows what's going on there. It doesn't have don't do something to report. Yeah, that's kind of the other thing. It's like, maybe just don't do something. And they're like, oh, but you can do things that like I'm not gonna get into it. They're like, you can do things that aren't reportable and it still flags. I'm like, okay, well that's a problem. That's a bug. Report it and move on. Beyond that, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you come Monday. And who knows what next week might hold. And yeah. Who knows? Anyway, I'll see you all next week, chat. Oh, it's so anyway. Yup. Yep. Have a good night, chat. Bye.